Hey, welcome to
Um,
Friday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Happy
Welcome.
Friday, everybody.
Sup?
I just gulped really hot coffee earlier than expected. That's hotter than I thought it would be.
Ooh, you gotta be careful
Okay.
there.
That's the pain I'll feel tonight. Your pain will be much worse. It's okay. Um, Picking up where we left off last time, you guys had managed to hold the keep for another day and a half or so. Um, you did have a little bit of issues. It seems the man that you found in the depleted ale barrel seemingly had some stomach issues, which Ari did her best to ignore until it couldn't be ignored anymore, which ended fairly closely after that with a wonderful small aberration popping out of this individual's chest. Unfortunately, you weren't able to save him. You did kill the
Oh,
creature that came out. You missed
I
the chest
missed that?
burster. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't worry. You'll have more opportunities. Um, Being stuck here the day we're currently in due to some unfortunate chat rolls. The weather was extremely bad. Visibility was barely nothing at all. You guys did manage to try to send out communication. One method being Deft had gone out on his own to try to get away from whatever's interfere with your sending spells. Attempted and seemingly couldn't do so. Sent his dog with a written note. Head to the King's group, who is currently heading north towards you, returning later that night after post chestburster incident. Discovering that we had no way to communicate with the other group at Torland, Patrick and Ari teleported back to Curzon, where Patrick running manned it to try to get as close as he could to the group and eventually catch up with them to warn them of the current situation. Ari had an interesting evening in Curzon, being followed around by very creepy dwarfs, but in the end was able to come back. So currently, Patrick, you are almost to your destination. Everyone else, you're currently in the base, which will drop this map. So you guys had just been attacked by a small group of these, seemingly through a bunch of different openings in your base. You dealt with them fairly easily. What do you guys wish to do now? I believe,
Well,
Solomon, you were heading up a mountain.
am I going up the mountain?
I thought that's what you and Patrick were talking about, because you went outside to go explore, and then you were debating going up on top of the mountain, I believe. Kind
Yeah,
of where
you're sending
Patrick
one of
was.
your sensing echoes up, and then we cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna send. Yeah, I was sending my echo up. Then
I
guess
just consider them all you, anyways.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-mm.
I just need to be over here then.
I'll unlock this too.
Also, where the purple squares are is where I want ballistas.
So you're pulling them out of the overlooks?
Yep, I want them boarded up as well as can, and I want like small flags in the view so we can see if a board has been removed with the wind when blowing the flag.
Sure. That's easy enough to do. You can take one of the ballistas down per time on the lift if you want to take them down. Anything you have up here, that's fine. I think that makes sense. Yeah, not hard enough to do at all. Are you boarding these up, or are you using like stone shape? Oh, you don't have stone shape anymore. Never mind.
Nope.
I do. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't think he has it.
Mm-mm. And I doubt theirs would have that one prepared.
Yeah.
Earthquake, maybe, but not stone shape. Very different types of.
We could. There are some tools. There are some tools available. So we might be able to actually cut some physical stone and place it. But I don't know how
Up
much
to you
time.
guys.
Yeah, I don't know
You
how
can
much.
board it up quickly if you want.
Yeah, I think that where possible, if there is any stone available, some of my dwarves will cut some stone to fit into the gaps. But otherwise, then yeah, they'll just board it up as best they can with wood.
Sure. Which group do you want to assign to that? So right now you have 1, 2, 3. You have exactly what you wanted last time. So you have 3 groups upstairs, 1 group downstairs, and 1 group rotating out resting.
I'll take the resting group right now, and I'll put them to work on the fortifications.
Sure. So they will wash their hands. We'll say we'll do this over near the forge, just for the sake of.
Yeah,
Is he just
for
too big?
organizational sake.
Yeah. He's too fat to fit through the door. I have to manually drop him. There you go. All right, so they've been tasked to that. It's easy enough. They don't all need to sleep crazy amounts. Solomon.
Yes.
So you're outside already. So, but you're still here. That's right.
Yep.
So you shot an arrow, but I thought you teleported down to the bottom with it, or were you just looking around through the arrow?
No, I was just looking through the arrow.
Okay. So how are you going to get one above you? Are you going to kind of like pop out and shoot one up?
Oh, no, I'm just going to create a humanoid and have it climb.
Oh, fair enough. Roll an athletics check for your echo.
That I can do. On Snake Eye. Ooh, oh, Jesus.
Scary. Yeah, you managed to climb up. It takes a bit of time to get up there. But you don't have any distance issues, I don't believe, correct?
1,000
Plus
feet.
same plane of yeah, okay. So you kind of get up there and look about. Roll a perception check.
Here's a little roll. All right, yep.
You kind of look about. You see bits of those creatures flying above you guys, like Patrick had mentioned.
Mhm.
But nothing else. And then you see, just because it's snowing where we are, you do see fresh prints on the mountaintop in the snow.
Will Smith?
How many?
Exactly. It's hard to say, maybe like 3 to 4, but it looks like they have been walking up here.
3 to 4. We were attacked by 2.
3.
3?
Because one was fighting Kale, and then the other 2 came in through the other 2 windows. One came in through the boarded area and ripped the board off. One came in through the open one, and then the original one came through the bottom one. It just picked probably the worst one to go through.
All right.
Why is there a Minotaur in here?
Because this is a labyrinth.
Apparently so. Oh, don't tell him that. It's been too long. Are you there, Kate? I don't feel like I've heard Kate's voice this entire night.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Just checking. All right. So, you got those moved. Anything else you want to do?
Other than board up and make it so it's easy to see if a board has been removed, I might have some stuff to do in the forge if I can get there in time.
You got to take that up with Baron. I mean, you guys can work. You basically have you're waiting to hear word back from people, and you're waiting for people to get here. The weather still is horrible outside, so it's low visibility, very cold, kind of blizzardy. So if there's nothing else you want to do we have any viewers to pick on for D100, or are we going to make one of you guys do it? We'll have to wait and see.
Where's Excel with his incredibly low rolls when you need him?
Exactly, right?
And Baron, I want 4 dwarves on a ballista.
Per ballista?
Yeah, per ballista.
Okay.
How's about...
Let's see. I think that's possible because there's 15 per group.
Yeah.
And
is it an action to aim?
They do not have the aim feature. They just shoot big bolts.
Ooh, yes. All right.
So basically, you can fire them and reload them in a turn.
Okay. then I might not need 4 per ballista.
Okay. Yeah, I have. I've basically split it up. So whichever ballistas are in the north will be manned by dwarves guarding the north, and then whichever ones in the south will be manned by dwarves guarding the south.
I'm back.
Yep.
Welcome.
Patrick,
Welcome back.
since you're the only one who's not here, go ahead and roll a d100.
Oh, we're still locked.
Are you? Oh, shit.
That's DI numbers if I was a cleric.
All right.
Yeah.
So you continue working on your task. Is anyone doing lookout duty? Because you're boarding up a good portion of your visibility to the outside.
Yeah, I'll be
Ari's
on
currently
lookout.
watching. Hey,
Are you guys leaving open a one you can
Well-
see?
Yeah, we'll probably have to leave open the south one just because we don't have any ballistas guarding it.
Sure. So you'll leave that as your lookout post?
Yep.
Excellent.
Which
I'm glad
means,
Ari's there, but I'm not sure how I feel about Deft being there.
which means, that's the most guarded place that needs to be.
And it's next to the forge with a bunch of people in it.
Yep.
Yeah, very narrow hallways, corridors. Okay. So I need the two of you to roll perception checks, just because we're hanging out for the moment.
21.
That's not bad.
A million.
So I would say, as you guys kind of are sitting out here, you can see things kind of moving off in the distance, like on top of the mountains on the other side from where the entrance is. There's definitely stuff out there.
Is it like a lot of movement or a little movement?
It's hard to say. You see, like, there's definitely more than one, but you can like kind of make out these dark shapes because they're like pure black against this white snow just on the opposite end. You can barely see like the outline of the shape, but because it's such an offset in the color, you can kind of see where they're moving along.
I could bombard them.
No, let's wait and see what happens. I will send word to the others though that there's stuff outside.
She nods. Say, those flying ones Patrick was talking about, do you think they came back or were still here?
I doubt they ever left.
It's just a little convenient that all three locations have them, right?
I'm sure it was planned. I mean, any sort of human civilization in the area is surely watched. This is kind of their home turf.
So, think they have spies then in Curzon?
I wouldn't be too shocked.
That's a bit unnerving.
I give Ari a smile, a thumbs up, and I'm gonna go tell some of the others that there are little beasties outside.
And you do have a patrol right next to you as well.
She'll give them a smile and a thumbs up as well, and then
They all like crowd in where Ari is trying to look. Like Def gets out of the hallway. You're just like, oh, over there.
as Ari is mauled by a pack of dwarves.
Mm-hmm. Kale's just guarding that area.
Good work, buddy.
Well, thanks, boss.
Get ready to duck if a ballista.
All right. Thanks for the follow, Papa.
And then Patrick.
Yes.
You actually make great time. Into this evening, you basically see, because it's kind of on flat tundra, you see the civilization where Torland is.
Oh.
So you make your way over there as well. Probably it'll be like another hour or so.
Right.
All right. So you guys do your things. Anything else you were doing, or just into the evening?
I will message you what I'm doing because my brain needs to type it out.
Sure. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like you see stuff moving about outside, but it doesn't seem like anything is currently coming inside, at least. And then if anyone wants to roll a D100 in chat, we'll see what's going on where Patrick is before Patrick hits there. I don't want to be responsible for this one. Elk's got to hit his button now.
Say, Papa should know. I put it in the.
I saw it now. I could just be super lagged.
Hey, what are those little purple 10-foot lines that you're drawing? Are those barricades?
Yeah. Just kind of
Okay.
block those areas off best we can.
Yeah, that is actually fairly easy to do because they already had a bunch of materials set aside from the barricades they used in the north.
Mm-hmm. I want to force choke points as best I can.
Why did that not work? That should be working.
Is it still having the memory leak problem, though?
You have to be a follower.
Yeah, he followed.
Oh, with the
I don't remember if
It may take a minute to register or something. Try it again, Papa.
I forget. Or you could just find a random generator, roll a dice, and tell us what you get, and we'll believe you.
Why is
And
that
Baron,
not working?
yes.
Unless it's not seeing you as a follow yet, or something.
We do
Yeah,
take
just
the honor system.
roll a D100 on your table. That's what we get.
Yeah. I'll see how Patrick's luck is tonight.
Did you see my roll? I rolled 5. That's
Yeah, but
that's
you
for
don't-
any future DIs I need tonight.
Right. Oh, there, look. That's how high Nick rolled.
I
Y'all
rolled
are
a
screwed.
D1 million. Wow, I rolled. Wait, hang on.
You see 2 other planet-shaped objects moving towards yours.
God.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I
You're
didn't do a
too
million.
soon.
I did a 100 million. Okay, that makes more sense. Actually, a 38 million out of 100 million is actually still pretty low.
Ooh, 36, not bad. Let me take a little look-see here. Okay. So we'll come back to everybody at the base going into your rest for the evening. Patrick, as you kind of run over there, there seems to be some sort of commotion. You can hear like people yelling off in the distance. And then the ground beneath you begins to like violently shake. Feels like there's an earthquake. What do you do?
perhaps caused by digging.
Potentially. But yeah, you can kind of see some of the buildings up in front of you shaking as well.
Can I make out any of the screaming, or is it just indiscriminate screaming?
Kind of indiscriminate. People are just yelling, probably because it's shaking there as well.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a key point to hook it even faster over there.
Sure. So you kind of run up. It has a wooden wall. It's easy enough for you to get up, being a monk, not an issue. So as you make your way in, you make it about 50 feet in past the wall, and then you just notice this orb kind of form around the city, and the ground stops shaking. But you see everything outside the orb still shaking and like crumbling down into the ground below.
That seems like something Thorman Bane would be capable of doing.
You can kind of look because you're probably not too far from the edge.
Yeah, I'll look down.
It's like a sphere, almost like everything's collapsing beneath this orb, but the structure connecting to this orb remains as it is. It seemingly is either being held this way or modified to be this way.
Okay. So can I look out into the pit and see what's down there?
You look down, you do see a couple of void spawn that are running around there. It does seem like they tried to dig out underneath the city where the troops were.
Okay.
It does not appear that they've summoned Death's people yet. And you do see kind of some of them looking up. You do look up in the sky. Those same creatures you saw before are also present here in the sky.
Great.
And then, what's your passive perception?
It's 21.
Roll a perception check for me. You hear some roaring off in the distance, but with the weather being so bad, you don't make out where it is, but it sounds like very large creatures like around in the sky.
Was Patrick told that there were multiple dragons before he left?
Nope.
Cool.
But yeah, so you hear stuff up in the air.
Actually, wait,
but
yes.
you have
yes.
no eyes on it.
When
You
I
were
got
there
back
before
is
he
when
left.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So you know.
Okay. Well, this seems like a friendly spell, so I'm just going to assume it came from Thorman Bane and start looking for him.
Yeah, you're looking around. He's not that hard to find. You see the area where he is because his troops are underneath him. And he's floating in that stone chair of his, like 50 feet off the ground. He's near the center of the sphere.
Okay. I'm going to call out to him. Thorman Bane, message from Griffin's Rest.
He kind of looks down. One of his guards comes over. What is it?
It has been compromised. Everyone who was stationed there originally is unaccounted for. As far as I know, Firebright's troops are maintaining the position. And as you have probably noticed, all sending communications are being blocked by those, and I'll point at one in the sky.
Kind of nods and looks. They're definitely ready for us. They had already dug underneath here before we even got here.
Thank you, Pop Sound.
Like, we definitely can take these. It doesn't seem like much of an issue. It's at this point you see one of those smaller dragons. When I mean smaller dragon, it's like an adult-sized dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of flies over, and then you see this much larger, darker red dragon fly behind it, and they kind of disappear back into the clouds.
Well, it seems like Lady Tess is busy.
Yeah, she's with them.
Also reported that there are multiple dark dragons, up to, I believe the number was 3.
Like,
That's pretty crazy. It's working for Papa now. He got the exact same role.
that's awesome.
Thank you.
You just kind of watch as Stolman looks.
I shall remain here to assist you, as I believe returning to Griffin's Rest would be a bit too dangerous.
I can return you after whatever this is going on. I do have the ability to send things there. I might need to send more people with. Is it secure, or do you need more troops?
Whatever happened there happened weeks ago. Uh, I'd left before the chest burster happened.
And then you
I
hear
left before
dwarven
the scouts
horns
came.
coming off from the field next to the sphere.
Okay.
And you, well, actually, because you're kind of, yeah, you'd be easy enough to see anyways. As you just look out with a general perception, there's like this dark wave coming over the snow towards the town.
Like a water wave or a wave of void spawn?
Like a wave of void spawn. They're,
Oh boy.
for you, roll a nature check for me. Yeah, as you kind of look, your little sensor almost like picks them all up. Trying to think, would you know what they are? I would say you notice because it almost brings up like a little display of a rotating one in front of your face. They're much smaller than the ones you've typically interacted with, and you've seen a couple variants because you had the ones you saw in the Feywild as well. They just seem like a much smaller version of like the typical warrior ones you see.
Oh, those are more mutations.
And then you see a single person standing out in the field in front of them currently.
Just like a grunt.
No, it's one of your guys.
Yeah. But is it someone of importance or is it like a dude?
It's, well, you see one dude standing out who looks like he's dressed up pretty nice in like black, red, and gold. And
Okay.
then you behind him, maybe 20 feet, you see a large individual. And then to that guy's right, you see a man with longer blue hair.
Are they perhaps from Alumarn?
Perhaps. And then you just watch this massive wave of fire jettison out from the guy in the front. Chat, roll me one more D100. Let's see how many of these we can get.
Oh shit, we brought flamethrowers? Hell yeah.
We brought death number 2.
Now we just need a smart gun.
I'm gonna get to work on strapping up a speaker to this griffin, and it's just gonna play Fortunate Son on loop.
The little griffin is currently in the pins.
Okay.
All the dead ones have been kind of set into a single one. All right. Well, we don't look like we have a chat roll for that one, so let's have Nick roll that one.
All right. I
Then we
will
can
roll
blame
that
Nick for
one.
it.
I hope you roll high.
I
It's
hope
really
that
bad.
I roll the highest number. All right, middle of the pack.
It was kind
Okay.
of almost the middest number.
You just kind of watch it cut a swath through the center of this group and kind of overtake them. It does seem to cause some disarray between them, and then you watch the dwarven soldiers like run out and go engage them. But took out quite a few of them. Eventually, you do see, it seems this whole ordeal kind of wraps up over the course of about 30 minutes. You do eventually see up in the air. You see all 3 of the smaller dragons. Tess seems to be doing fairly well. She's got like her jaws locked onto one's neck. She's got like another one grabbed with her foot, and then the other one's just like circling around her.
Mm-hmm. Is Tess an elder or is she just an adult?
She's an ancient.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's big. So it does seem
Is she getting help?
nothing else flies up that high.
No spells to like heal her or help her can reach either.
Not that they're casting at least yet. And all 3 of them do make it away. So after they get the shit kicked out of them by Tess, they fly off with their tails stuck between their legs.
Okay.
Yeah, Tess was actually on the ship in the north. That's how Tess got here. That's where they found her.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she was just a dragon from here.
She's from somewhere else.
She's an alien.
They were trying to find this creature in the ship when they had first arrived, and managed to find Tess on accident. Helped them fight some creatures. One of their fighter barbarian, our Goliath, had gone down in combat, and she was gonna drag him off to eat him. It was great. Okay, so yeah, after that, between Tess, King Oliver, and Fulman Bane, they seemingly dispatched these things quite quickly, and those that remained do retreat back. You still get the little ones up there every so often, but they don't seem to really attack more than just being annoying. So you go find them afterwards so you can get sent back, or is there anything else you wanted to do with the people there?
I would have inquired on Tess if she felt like any of those felt invulnerable or not, or if they just felt like dragons, like if they were being powered up by a brain or not.
I mean, they didn't fight particularly smart. Not very experienced either. Very tough exterior, though. They're a lot like the Void Spawn, but yeah, it's some sort of combination, I would say.
Horrific. I'm sorry that happened to your people.
You know, like kind of like the ones we saw in the Feywild.
Right.
Like, well,
Well,
those little things can't do much to us. And besides, with some of the people here, I think we're quite safe.
are you well enough to go up and get rid of those observing this position?
I got rid of a few of them when I got here. They just get replaced with other ones. They seem to be blocking communication magic, although they don't seem to be blocking teleportation magic, which is nice.
Well, if they're blocking communication magic, does that mean that the hive mind is reading all of the messages then?
Not specifically. I don't think it works that way. I think it's more of they're causing some sort of interference so that magical communications are kind of almost bouncing off each other, not getting to their targets.
I see. Well,
So,
I can
how's
only-
everyone doing on your side?
Griffin's rest was empty and abandoned. It seemed like it has been gone for a few weeks. We are currently holding the position as far as I know. Um, and then we also sent another physical message to the King's army. I have no idea if that has arrived or not.
Last I checked on them, they were making good pace. Were going at a double march since they've left. They haven't even taken an evening's rest.
It is probably safe to assume that their resting position has also been compromised, much like this one.
That's a
And
good
perhaps-
question.
And perhaps information is still being leaked out by some unsavory types.
Well, we could take a look if you'd like. And you watch she pulls out an orb,
Oh,
and she's going to cast Scrying.
yes, a cell phone. I understand this.
This is like Leah's got competition now. This is like Arcane Stone FaceTime. So you see this picture and you have like a top-down view of the column of dwarfs marching up towards you. But to see what they're currently doing, anyone in chat want to roll D100s to see what these guys are up to?
Papa was saying you gotta say loud. There it is. 80.
Oh.
Scott with the
Very
double
nice.
D's.
As you zoom in and kind of can see them, they're not just marching double time, they're making them like sprint in the snow.
In
And you
full
just
armor.
Yeah, and you just see like some lagging behind. Like the lines are in complete disarray as they're just like desperately trying to move forward as quickly as possible, like to an unhealthy extent.
Does it look like it almost looks like they're it sounds like they're being chased.
It doesn't look like they're
With that
running from
description.
anything. It kind of would look like, but they don't seem to be running from anything. It's almost like more of a forced run.
Well, time is of the essence, I suppose, especially when your enemy can communicate with a thought.
But yeah, you could even see like some in the back that are like falling behind by themselves in the snow and no one's stopping for them. Oh, that doesn't seem healthy.
No, but sometimes that is the cost of war. Allegedly.
Hey, isn't that Pinky's dog?
Oh yes, he was sent there. Was he running with them? Or is he trying to
Why is this random ass guy calling me Pinky? Baron, I swear to God.
This is Tess?
It's Tess.
Oh, it's Tess? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
which random dwarf?
No, this is where he is. This is so Tess is scrying on them right now. Yeah, you look down and you see Smoke is kind of like chained up behind one of the few mounts they have, and he's got like a muzzle on. And they're running him, sprinting and like dragging him behind this mount as well. Thankfully, he's like fairly fast, but he's kind of like falls every so often and gets dragged.
No.
Does it at least look like the note left attached to him has been taken off and read?
Yeah, you don't see the note.
Okay.
My puppy.
Why hasn't he poofed back yet then?
It
Wasn't
seems
that
something's stopping him from poofing.
Why did they let him put what? Wow, okay. Well,
Yeah, you don't get audio, you just get the view.
Guys, I think we might have to beat up the dwarves a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Dust will not be happy about what they have done to
Very
Yes.
nice.
dog.
Hope he didn't bite anybody.
He would bite somebody.
You think?
Absolutely. Well, yes, he
Smoke
looks
is
like
my-
he looks like a
Smoke is my
warrior
little
dog, doesn't he?
angel.
Yeah, he's a fairly sizable dog, and he has the ability to grow when he fights. He like consumes up more smoke and becomes big. At this point, Fulman Bane will kind of hover over to you in his little stone chair. It's like, so did I need to send anyone back with you or anything? Is there anything your people need?
Gosh.
Our position's safe, so it sounds like as soon as they get to you, we can commence with phase 2.
Well, considering that everything with Griffin's rest has been compromised for weeks, more hands would probably be helpful. I do not know if you just intend to send squadrons or if you want to send officers. The communications array is going to make this difficult, and it is too dangerous to send runners out in these conditions.
You hear someone walk up from behind you. Do you want me and my team to go with you?
Oh, are you the fire mage who obliterated half of that swarm?
Oh no, you can call me Oliver. King of
So are
Elamorn.
you-
Kill
are
him,
you-
kill him right now. Kill
Do
him,
it.
Patrick.
Do it.
Patrick, kill.
So are you not a mage then?
Oh, I dabble a little bit. My father growing up encouraged the arcane studies. I was always naturally gifted at it, but I always, preferred other methods. But yeah, never really had much of an issue using it.
Well, it does seem like all of Thorman, as long as Thorman can upkeep this barrier, it seems like most of their initial planned attack was dealt with. So having somebody versatile in the arcane would be helpful for an unknown assailant.
Like, well, me and my emotions to the like very massive looking man, and the other individual. We do need to receive our people when our troops arrive, but I mean, we could definitely spare some people your way. In fact, he motions over this way, and you see a humanoid individual kind of walk up. Yes, sir. Oh, good. This is one of my more trusted captains. He would be most useful. Very unique set of skills as well.
And what is his name?
Oh, this individual, you could just call him Captain Winden.
I
Pleasure
see.
to meet you.
Yes, likewise. That sounds agreeable. Hopefully Griffin's Rest has not fallen in the time I've been gone. It was also being observed despite nobody being there, so they definitely are aware people have come back.
Well, we'll send more troops that way as soon as we can. If you do run into issues, we've determined that scrying is actually still an effective way, so you can always check in. So perhaps writing something in a location that is easy to see if all else fails.
Oh, yes, like a whiteboard.
He just kind of looks at you strange.
Just keep saying
Exactly.
words, man. Yeah.
Does he do that often?
Just Tess, back me up on this. Come on, you're from a highly advanced civilization. Come on, back me up.
Wait. She just kind of laughs. Oh, and you watch as he pulls something out of his bag. There's like this nicely wrapped package, maybe, let's see, what do we call it? Maybe like 3 feet long.
All right.
Gives it over to Captain Winden.
Hey, Saturday, thanks for the sub.
Now, make sure you give this to their leader
All
as a thank you
right.
from our people.
And the raid.
That would be Lord Baron.
No. What's the name of that pink guy?
Oh, Deft.
He says lying.
No, it's Pinky. Get it right.
yeah. Let me insight that. 30.
Hold on, I gotta get my dice out now. I have scanned the combat tracker because I knew something like this would happen. Da, da, da. You gather he probably does know Def's name. He just doesn't want you to know he knows Def's name.
I'm sensing hostility I do not need to be aware of.
Oh, come on, man.
So this time the captain walks up holding the package. It's like a nice little wrapped up package. Blonde hair, hard to say age, maybe like 30-ish.
How many swords?
Interesting enough, this individual only has 1 sword.
Huh. Interesting indeed.
Yeah. What did you say your name was?
I'm known as Patrick.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. Edward.
Likewise, I guess. I'll shake his hand if he offered.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you do here?
I am an egg to Lord Baron.
Oh, I've never met Lord Baron. Sounds exciting, though.
Did he call himself Edward?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the wrong name? Who is this guy? I'm sorry, I'm not there. I'm involving myself. I'm not here. Ignore me.
Don't worry. Soon enough, he'll be back. So yeah, unless there's anything else you need, Thulman will send you to that location.
Food was fine. I don't know about the chest burster, so I can't share that info. Uh, um, Perhaps a mage who is adept at stone magic, as ever since Baron has come back, he has lost his ability to do so.
Stone magic.
Yes, there are a lot of tunnels underneath Griffin's Rest that need to possibly be sealed up to delay an attack.
That's much more of a dwarven specialty.
I thought Thornbid was still around here.
Oh, you'd have to ask his. No, he went back the other way.
Yeah,
You can ask his people.
I would inquire that question to Thornbid.
Like, yeah, we could probably spare 4 rune keepers.
Yes, that would probably delay an ambush.
Like, I think that's guys. Like, that's you, that one. 4 more. I can maybe send one other person there.
Four room keepers. That sounds fine. We've got a Kale. We've got the Theras. We've got Ari. Oh, and I guess I should probably take an object from here in case we need to teleport if we see something concerning on scrying. That shouldn't be hard to do, though. I can probably just, like, get a rock.
Yeah, you can just pick something up that's like right there.
Yeah.
All right, so you grab something for your teleporter?
Yeah, so I think I'm taking Captain Linden and 4 room keepers back with me.
Yep. You have enough for one more, but it doesn't seem that there's much of a need for an extra slot.
I don't think so, and no one's here to consult with. This is, and
you
I'm
can't
not
take
taking.
tests.
I'm not taking Tess. I think Tess needs to be here.
All right. So he summons you guys together, and will teleport you guys to the same room you originally arrived in. So to your forces, you now have 4 rune keepers that you can have working on projects. They can stone shape stuff, enchant things, potentially make traps, repair walls. And then let me get Captain Wyndon's token.
Oh, no, Bill. Did you see my inane rambling of my brain?
I saw it. I haven't had a chance to read it all yet. Is this the right one?
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't have the right one in me. I'm disappointed in myself. However, I'll get a token. I only really need a token for it. Deft.
Hi.
I guess it wasn't here. My bad. Here you go. As they teleport back, let me drop Patrick. So you hear the dwarves kind of pick up when these guys teleport back in. Where did Patrick go? There's Patrick. Patrick, up there.
Our boy. Look at our precious baby-eyed boy.
And 4 dwarves. Roll a history check, Deft, to see if you remember this guy. He did used to work for you.
I will roll that, but first you have to answer my question in chat.
Hold on. Which one am I answering? I see many questions.
Isn't Smoke technically Oliver's dog?
No, Smoke was given to you directly. Do you remember who gave you Smoke?
Yeah, I know. But he was my precious baby royal hound. Like
he looked different.
That was my boy
in royal hound form. He has like the peaceful looking version of him, and then the version that he normally looks like, which is a darker dog, and then he can go scary mode to fight.
He looked different.
He was a white dog.
I just cannot catch you on any Inconsistency. Okay. History. 20.
You do remember this guy? You remember how you got that dragon in your basement? Do you remember how that got there?
Didn't we like teleport him down there?
You hit him with a dagger at the Golden Perch, and he got summoned back to you guys. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually.
That was this guy. He doesn't recognize you though, because you don't look like your human form. He's only ever met you as a human.
Oh, it's this
Oh.
guy.
Oh,
He's-
yes.
And he walks.
Yeah.
He walks over. It's like, the king instructed me to give this to you as a thank you gift.
Captain Wyndon. The king?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he used quite impressive fire magic while I was there.
Yeah, it's not that impressive. Yeah, no thanks.
I've never seen you cast a wave that big.
Shut up, Patrick.
And he's just gonna walk over. He's gonna put it on the table in front of you.
Oh yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
It'd be very rude to refuse a king's gift.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm refusing it.
It's like, can I keep it?
Yeah, sure.
You watch as he goes to open it up.
You stubborn fuck.
He pulls out a sword, and he just kind of looks at it. Never thought
That
about
thing was
having more than
cursed.
one sword before.
No, that thing was super cursed.
Roll a history check with advantage. And he just kind of swings it around.
It's a 20.
You recognize this sword. It's Nicodemus's sword.
The one that gives you an extra bonus action?
You already gave it to him.
So, you've given my lineage a new sword to pass down through the generations. Thank you very much.
Wait, that's
Or-
no. Why would he give
So,
me Nicodemus' sword?
He gave you Nicodemus' sword.
He wants my attention so bad, it's frankly kind of embarrassing. I'm saying all this to Captain Wyndon.
he's just like, uh-huh. Where is
That's Nicodemus' sword. That's the Party Lord's sword. Why would he?
a party lord?
Hey, Deft.
Deft, I hate to intrude, but where is the teleportation expert Ari?
I point down the hall.
So the sword you gave to Edward Wyndon, it's +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. It is a magic weapon. Additionally, once on each of your turns, you can use the following properties if you're holding the sword. Immediately after you use the attack action with the sword, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of it to use its reaction to make a weapon attack. Or immediately after you take a dash action, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to move up to its speed. And then the final option, immediately after you take the dodge action, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to give benefits of the dodge action.
Hold on a minute. That sword is kind of sick.
You just like start spinning it around and slashing.
What was did Nicodemus have a different name?
Trying to think. I think he still kind of went by Nicodemus before he got all scary, but then he went unscary. Yeah, I think he was still just Nicodemus.
Yeah, during the wish he was just Nicodemus. Okay.
He was a dwarf because he was kind of the hybrid tiefling before.
I swear you would have met Nicodemus. Really, you don't know him?
Doesn't sound familiar.
I'll conjure an
What
image
did he
of him.
do?
Conjure an image. He was the party lord. He threw really sick raves.
Oh, I think I've seen that guy before. I didn't meet him maybe more than twice. Why, who is he?
An old friend. Is he still at the kingdom? You probably wouldn't know.
I haven't seen him in some time. He pulls out his other sword. 2 swords. Why didn't I think of that? He's just like practicing with two swords while he's talking to you, looking the other way.
Deft,
Yes.
your dog is being detained by the king's guard.
You see Deft go from just kind of like his normal bouncy, a little pissed off that, you know, a king's guy is here, to just piss. I'm sorry, they're doing what to my dog?
He was bound, muzzled, and being dragged behind one of their riding creatures.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why they have done this, and I'm not sure why he has not returned to you.
Ooh, it probably starts to get a little toasty around Deft's.
I am temperature numb.
Your temperature gauge goes up a little bit, it spikes.
Edward is on like the other side of the room. Hey, how do you guys get it so warm in here? It's nice.
Oh, I believe
good.
that is the Fire Lord's doing. Do you not see how pissed off he is?
I'm gonna call out, smoke come.
Roll a D100.
72.
Nothing.
Oh, I start tapping my foot. How far out of there, do you know?
Based on their current pace, they've probably made at least double time of their current position. I'd say they're probably a half to three-fourths to their destination. And I just assume you would know where that is because planning.
They're probably from where they are right now because they've only been traveling for about a day and a half at this point. At double pace, they're probably like closer to 3 days away.
Okay.
But yeah,
Would you like me to head out and retrieve your dog, or is this a personal issue?
I think I know where our leak is.
As much as I would love to do it myself, you are faster than me.
Although, what if I get detained?
Oh, hold on, I need a minute. Cooling down.
I should inform Baron of the mages I've brought with it as well.
and these are Curzon mages. You're good.
Yeah, and Wyndon, you should probably also introduce yourself to the Lord. He is the head of operations here.
Oh, I've heard great things about Lord Baron. It would be a great honor.
Okay, Baron, we're gonna go meet you.
Ah, yes.
So you meet Captain Wyndon from Alamarn and 4 rune keepers from House Bane. So you have 4 basically dwarven mages to assist with anything you guys are doing.
Perfect. I will say hello. I will shake hands. And
Where did we put Baron? Where is Baron?
I think I don't know. Where am I?
Oh, you're technically in the forge, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know if you're reading the notes, but Solomon and I were talking about trying to make longer reaching weapons that we can use to hold the hallways better.
Oh, you do have Solomon used a good amount of lances, but thankfully, because this place is meant to have a couple hundred people throughout the entirety of it, you have a lot of lances.
Yeah, so I think we were gonna melt down some lances and we're gonna make some like were we gonna did we settle on pikes? Is that what we're going with?
Pikes for the majority of it, but I have an insane idea that I'm gonna try.
Oh, I saw
Okay.
your thing too. I mean,
I will be
hard to say.
I am willing to
Oh.
try anything regardless
Mhm.
of the outcome.
Oh. But yeah, I will definitely be in the forge with Solomon, melting down and shaping these pike heads, and then I'm sure I probably have some dwarves working on taking apart some tables for the wood so we can make some shafts.
Sure.
Um,
And we can make metal shafts if we're really desperate.
Yeah, yeah. If we're really desperate, then that just takes longer to forge. So,
Sure. How many of these were you trying to make?
as many as possible.
I want to try my thing first, and then if that goes poorly or well, we'll move on.
Sure. Do you have
Okay.
Baron help you with the forging?
Yes.
What are you trying to forge?
For myself, I just kind of want to make a longsword because it's what he's comfortable with.
Like an extra long sword or just a plain long sword?
Just a plain longsword. I'll use a pike if I need
Sure.
reach.
With Baron helping you, go ahead and roll a smithing check.
With advantage or just normal?
With advantage because Baron's helping you.
All right. I forgot to name this one. Oh, hey.
Not bad at all. So you kind of sit there and work through, roll a D100 for the other component of your forging. So the physical component is very nice.
Ooh.
Damn.
So, Baron, you
All right.
get to see some weird shit.
So you just watch as he kind of begins working. And it's strange. It's a little bit darker. There's not really a lot of natural light anyway in here. There's maybe like a torch or two here. There's a lot of people in here. And then you guys have the forge kind of burning. And every time he goes to like strike the sword he's forging, it almost like echoes a little bit. And you see like almost how you'd look at a light and it kind of veers off into different sections. Every time he hits it, you almost see like it reverberate and there's just extra Solomons kind of around him. And he continues to do this as he's forging this sword. And it almost looks like he's possessed. Like you just look, his eyes are blue. He's got like this weird glowing thing going on his forehead. Yeah, he just keeps going. But yeah, so it probably will take you the majority of the night to kind of finish this. But no, you'd be able to kind of complete this within a day.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Also, a funny thing, if he does talk during this period because his rune is active, he sounds like his old adult self.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I did shenanigans.
Ah, there you are, Pinky.
Hey, thank you.
In the forge, yep. You gotta cool off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's got to cool off.
Oh, thank you. I don't have to tell you to get it there.
Lord Baron, Thorman's group has been informed of the conditions at Griffin's Rest.
Ah, excellent. Welcome, lads.
I have brought with me 3 stoneworking mages that can help us with barricades and sealing off the tunnels below.
4?
And
I was about to say, I'm
yeah.
counting. I count aloud. 1, 2, 3. Did you mean to say 4?
I did say 4. I did say
okay.
4. What did I say?
Okay. You
said
said 3.
Oh, I said 4. I meant 4. Yeah.
I was like, did we kill the other one off to set an example?
Yeah. I was about to make a joke that you you need to check your Excel.exe file to make sure that your math is mathing right.
And King Oliver offered this individual for assistance.
Pleasure to meet you. And he walks over. I've heard a lot about you, Lord.
Ah, and it's a pleasure to meet you as well. And I shake his hand.
Like, oh, who's this? Is this your son?
We both are redheads.
That is true.
He walks over to go shake your hand, Solomon. Do you acknowledge him or do you just keep forging?
I'm fully focused on the forging. I will acknowledge him by looking, but other than that, straight to forging.
I know. You know, when you have such dashing good looks as this, a lot of children get mistaken for your own. But no, alas, no, he is not mine.
Like, well, he doesn't seem to like want to bother you. He just pats you on the back. You keep up the good work, son. Baron, roll an Arcana check real quick.
Arcana check. Arcana check. I have a +2.
as he pats him on the back, you watch as they both kind of echo, kind of like when he was doing the forging thing. And they both kind of reverberate with multiple versions of themselves. To him, it was just like a shock on them. He's like, oh. Well, good luck, kid. Fine looking sword, too. What are you going to call it?
Child Slayer.
Please tell me you said that in character. I'm just gonna give you a look.
Layer of children.
Both of the swordsmen just kind of slowly glance towards you from opposite sides.
There is no context where that is okay.
Well, I was just gonna go check out the rest of the fort. But yeah, maybe we can have dinner, drinks. Pleasure to meet you guys again.
Hi.
Oh, pleasure again to meet you, Pinky.
Yes,
Just
it's growing.
Squint at him.
He walks over. Are you still down, looking towards the outside?
Yeah, she's like leaning on part of the balcony, just kind of looking out, a little bored.
That's a 30 on a D100. He like starts walking this way, and then he stops, and then he starts walking this way.
Mother.
Why, hello there.
No, horny grandpa, no.
Hey,
I have asked this.
I don't believe we've met. Edward from Alamon.
Ari, Candlebright.
Who? Where are you from? Is that foreign?
Nick, this is an NPC from our Tuesday game, which is why we're all kind of laughing at him.
Baron, as soon as he starts talking to Ari, Baron gets just like a weird, like he gets that weird, like what they say when people talk about you behind your back.
Oh yeah.
You get like that weird, like
you sneeze. You sneeze.
Yeah, I start sneezing uncontrollably. I'm
say-
like, what's going on?
Part of me pictures like they're just having this conversation, and Baron's like at that corner, slowly lurching around the corner, just staring at both of them.
I'm from Dragonclaw.
There's a home wrecker in our house.
Dragonclaw.
Called the
That
police.
sounds nice. I've heard of that before, but I've never been there. Do you like it there?
It can be nice.
Oh. Yeah, I'm from Alamon. Been there maybe 1-2 generations.
Oh, how is it there?
Oh, it's very nice. With the amount of mages we have, it stays rather warm. Good city, good leadership. You should come and visit sometime. I can show you around.
I'd love that.
Well, I better get back to work. I shouldn't just, I'll be off then. It's a pleasure meeting you. Goes, raises the hand, kisses the hand, and we'll start walking down the hallway. And goes off and just randomly is going to be around the base now.
I have something I would like to do really quick.
Yes.
I'm simmering in the forge right now, trying to cool off. I don't know how the hell astral projection works, but I want to go yell at the people who chained up my dog as a ghost. Can I astral project?
You can astral project and go there. You may not be able to communicate with them, but you would technically be able to kind of see them.
I would like to do that.
Sure. So you do have the ability to project yourself into the astral plane. Roll a D100 as you kind of try to focus using smoke as like a catalyst. You're like, this is like doing hot yoga. You're just like sitting in your little furnace. You close your eyes and you kind of are out over the snow. It's almost like this just sea of white. But yeah, you don't see them. You can kind of fly around through it though. Roll what would an astral check plane survival check be? Let's see. Well, sure, let's call it survival. Are you proficient? I think you're not, right?
Hell no.
Oh, that's too bad. That means you can get really bad rolls on this one.
Oh,
It's not too bad. You kind of just go off your instincts, and it becomes a little bit easier to find them as you start finding the dwarfs that have fallen behind.
Oh.
Some barely keeping up, some fallen over in the snow, some questionably, potentially not alive. And it's just this miles long trail of dwarfs that have kind of broken apart from the lines they're in, and you just continue seeing them kind of sprinting at this unmaintainable pace that they've been going at. Near the front, you see a couple people on mounts, including the king and your dear friend. And then maybe a few back behind them, you see your dog kind of running and occasionally falling, like Patrick had described.
I just want to fly up next to him.
He's like doing his best to run. He kind of like looks over towards your direction.
I'm so sorry.
And then he picks up the pace a little bit more. He seems inspired for a second.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
And then he actually looks like he gets very focused for some reason.
You're doing a good job, buddy, okay? I'm gonna come get you.
Is he sitting there and he's just like, Roof. And then you just like see the dwarf that's riding on the thing go back and like hit him with the rear end of his axe. Like, quiet you!
I'm gonna kick him in the head.
He could go shoot the head of the dwarf. But yeah, no, he just keeps going. Do you continue to follow?
There's nothing I can do. Yeah.
Or do you, so you try to just keep pace with them?
Yeah, I just want to keep talking to Smoke.
Yeah, so you can continue meditating, doing that, just spending time with your dog away from your dog. All right, so as we do get into the evening hours, what is the watch schedule? You do have a lot of dwarves, so you don't necessarily have to be on watch.
Yes. May I make an inquiry of you?
What would that be?
Do you perhaps know how to scry?
It could be done. I've never done such. I'd have to gather materials that can be quite expensive.
That is currently the only way in which the groups are able to keep in check with each other, as mental communications seem to be being blocked indefinitely.
Perhaps my sister could. And I look at her.
I mean, I could try.
Do you know what scrying is?
Yes, I've heard of it.
I go into a bit of an explanation for from what I know and how it's done from my end of things.
To have you gather she's got a bit of knowledge from the body that she's in, so she kind of understands things about it. I'm just seeing if I have the component. So even I got to play by that rule, at least for a human. Let's see. I think we need an orb, don't we?
It could be a
something worth
1,000
gold pieces.
A mirror. Yeah, that's
what was that second one?
A mirror.
Oh, is that all? Yeah, sure. You watch, because she does already know how to do this, and you just watch her kind of form a mirror in the air in front of you guys. I don't know why, but I'm very good at making mirrors.
Then perhaps would you also be willing to take on this task of prepping an area that is easy to scry on, that we can leave messages for the other groups?
Arts and crafts?
Arts and crafts.
And
yes.
she starts She gets really excited about this for some reason, not sure why. And she's like, oh, and she starts running around Tanya because you were hanging out in the room where they were. She's going to grab you and make you come help.
She always did love craft time.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you should help her.
Tanya always loves building things.
Where is a good craft room? We'll go work on the big table.
That is a common activity to do between siblings who wish to bond.
So I'm going to move you down to the lower right room. And you can have your robot help too. Where's Rosie? Where is Rosie? There you are. There she is. I couldn't even find her in the combat tracker. Okay. So you guys kind of work on that. Everyone does need to rest, though. Is anyone going to be taking a watch? Or are you guys just going to let your dwarves do it?
Ori probably will. She's probably not getting very much sleep in this place.
I think Patrick has to, because he has been operational for like a day and a half straight now.
To recharge that battery.
I'm gonna take a watch, and I'm gonna make Captain Wyndon take it with me. We can drink together.
Oh, this should be hilarious.
I'll nap nearby wherever Thea's at.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom right room.
What
there's a bed near there too. Yeah, Thea doesn't really seem to need to sleep as much, and Tanya's an inventor. Tanya can probably go for a while. That, and I don't think Tanya used any spell slots.
Yeah, Tanya hasn't used any spell
No,
slots.
Belle, I'll long rest just for you.
Oh, yeah, for me. Mm-hmm. For your safety.
No, he has 2 nat 1s.
Oh, for me? Yeah, that one does count for me. He has 2 natural ones and an 18.
Yeah.
All right. So the 2 of you are staying up. Everyone else is taking rest, working on stuff. Not hard to do. You have your 75 dwarves rotating in and out. Does any...
2 roomkeepers would be spending as many spell slots as they can sealing up the tunnels.
Or the purple marks, sir? Or which ones?
The underground tunnels.
They would need to go out. There's a lot of those caverns are more open. They can seal off bits and parts of them, but then you're going to need troops to go out there with them because it's away from the wall.
Yeah, that was my expectation.
Okay. So do you bring the last group down and take everyone off rest? Because you have 3 up top, 1 down below, but if you take the 1 down below to go out into the field, you'll still need someone to watch the gates.
Patrick, take one of the upstairs. I think that we'll be okay for now.
I'll take Stoneheart. I'll take Thrain.
Easy enough to do.
And then I guess the other 2 rune mages would be prepping the barriers that Solomon wants.
Yeah. So they can work on that throughout the evening. You probably don't want to do that mission tonight because when they got here, it's already fairly late. So they can kind of do probably some stuff around here. Otherwise, you're going to be venturing out late into the evening in the tunnels underneath.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That's a better idea. I won't be I'll have them just do upstairs work and not go with Stoneheart. So Stoneheart's still around.
So they can work on like where the ballista were and the markings that Solomon made.
Yep.
Okay. So they work on that. Deft. I'm going to move the crazy dwarf squadron out of here. We'll put Ari and be in a bed somewhere. And you have a wonderful watch with your ex-employee. You know, if it wasn't for those crazy creatures, this would actually be a very nice place.
A little too cold for my taste.
It is a bit on the cold side.
I don't think it really matters a whole lot to me anymore, but
He like takes a step closer to you. Yeah, no, it does really come in handy, though. No offense. He like is warming himself
nice.
up in your direction.
It's handy. Saved my life a couple times. You know, I got sent to I forget what it's called. One of the layers of hell, the really cold one.
Can't say I've been.
I don't recommend it.
I've been to the East Coast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I was younger, I always wanted to be an adventurer, but you know, the military's taken up a good portion of my life. But who knows? I mean, the skies are the limits. I'm still quite young.
Yeah, I used to live in Alamarn. How is it these days?
It's quite nice and fair. I currently really live by myself. Not a whole lot of family. But no, it gives me purpose. Everyone's well taken care of. Besides, things have been a little bit more peaceful now than they've at least been in the last few years or so.
Yeah, after the plague, I'm sure it wasn't exactly
Well, and then we
super
were
great.
also involved with the Civil War in Tyros, which is vaguely kind of still going on, I guess, but it's a complicated like ceasefire thing. I don't want to really get into it. Where are you from?
I just told you I used to be from Alamarn.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't recognize you.
Oh, I look different now. It's a whole thing. It was a wish, and then it's a long story. You wouldn't believe me, anyways.
I've always heard that you shouldn't wish for anything.
Oh, I mean, it was my wish, but it wasn't really my wish. Yeah, no, I'm done with the whole wishing business. Never again.
Roll an insight check. You're not proficient in this at all, are you?
No, I am.
Oh,
That's
are
a
you?
17.
Okay. As you're sitting there talking about wishes, you almost get this feeling like he is familiar with wishes in some regard.
I'm gonna kind of lean
He
forward.
has almost the same level of. Seems very similar to your knowledge on wishes as well.
Were you always a Winden? Or were you someone else before? That's a weird question.
Beg
But just
your pardon?
hypothetically.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I wasn't adopted.
Have you
He
ever?
kind of leans into you. I'm not really sure where you're coming from with this.
I don't know. Just have you ever made a wish or been in one that you're aware of?
I mean, I don't suppose I would necessarily know. I mean, it's just you have to be very careful what you wish for in life sometimes. You never know what may happen.
I'm aware.
I just have to say, when you said, "Have you ever been in a wish or made a wish?" It sounded like the beginning of a pickup line.
He found a way to beat this guy from flirting with Ari. All right, so I'll sit there, continue looking. It's like, so what is it you do here? I know you're all adventurers, but like, what do you do?
I'm not really sure anymore. We technically got hired to, I guess, kill the dragon.
Now, I know you're here to do that, but like, what do you do? Are you a healer, fighter?
Oh,
you're an adventurer, right?
Yeah.
He is a great mage.
I am he's lying. I'm a rogue.
Yo, wizard. Oh, a rogue.
A rogue wizard.
I like to think of myself as a bit of a rogue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fairly fast on my feet, very evasive.
2 swords now, dual wielding. Yeah, rogue things.
I'm gonna have to learn that one, but the weight makes sense.
You know, we got a lot of time to kill. Maybe we could.
I mean, who knows? Why stop at 2?
You should probably stop at 2. Where would you put the third one?
I don't know. I'd figure it out.
Like in your mouth or something?
Nah. That would really like break your teeth. Who would
hurt.
manage? Gosh, that sounds like a horrible idea.
If I told you that Alamon was affected by a great wish like 4 years ago, would you believe me?
What are you two drinking right now? You said.
Yeah.
But what are you drinking?
Whatever like mead they have, I guess. There's dwarves here.
They probably have like definitely ales, meads, and whiskeys.
I'll be having a mead.
Yeah. He's like, how many of those have you had?
Dude, this is like my second.
It's hard. She's. He just like doesn't elaborate further.
I told you wouldn't believe me. I've seen some shit, man.
It's just a little bit. Like I know that wishes are a thing, but something like that's kind of a bit out there, even for a wish.
Yeah, if you ever get the chance, there's this basement near the castle. I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and I'm like gonna doodle a map of the castle and where the basement is.
Tell this man how you want him to go into your basement. Please continue.
Yeah, there's like a secret passage right here.
Uh-huh.
The guy who made the wish is down there.
Intriguing.
Yeah, he turned into a rock. He's probably pretty lonely. Wait, no, I have it. Hold on. We can call him right now.
You're going to call your rock.
No, that does sound dumb, doesn't it? Seriously, though, you should go check out this passage. If it's it's probably.
Thought you were going to call your rock.
No, I gave him my sending stone. How am I going to call him if I don't have a sending stone?
You gave a rock a sending stone?
Yeah, he was lonely down there.
You gave him a rock to talk to.
He's a rock to talk to.
He's looking at his cup. It's just like sniffs it to make sure. He's like, "What's in this?" Well, maybe we can talk to your rock tomorrow then.
I appreciate that. Out of all the assholes he could have sent, he sent someone that's actually, kind of chill. He has so many goons that he could have just sent here and they could have killed me in my sleep. But no, he sent you. That's kind of weird.
We try to serve our king as best we can.
I wouldn't recommend. That's treasonous. I shouldn't say that.
In fact, the majority of the soldiers that have come up here with us and are coming here are his most dedicated men.
I have a question. I'm not going to give you any context. You just have to say yes or no.
Uh-huh.
Do you think she knows?
You're going to have to give me more than that.
No, yes or no. Yes or no.
Do I think she knows?
Do you think she knows?
They always know.
I get like a tear comes to my eye. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
I feel like I need context. I'm gonna go check down the hall.
I'm just gonna lay down right here. Just kind of clinging to my cup of mead.
You just rest there. Here, and he goes over.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I'm gonna get you another one, and he like walks into the barricade. Oh shit! And then we'll continue off.
I put a sock on watch while I recover.
Yep. He's like, "What's wrong with you?"
I want to go home, man.
Which one?
Big castle, rolling hills.
Yeah, that was my favorite one too. I don't like to complain or anything, you know. Being an adventurer is fun, but being rich is pretty awesome too. Get all the grubs I want. People food too.
At least we still got each other, little buddy.
And smoke. Where is he, by the
Back
way?
to my eyes that I've been repressing.
I'm just gonna go back.
I should have sent him away.
I hear someone calling me from the boot. He just climbs in your shoe and disappears, and you're once again alone. All right. So for the evening, it seems nothing disturbs you. You continue to see shapes outside. They move around, but for some reason, they don't seem to be making a move against you. So for this day, we're going to need another D100 to determine how the weather's looking outside for you guys. See how that looks. I'm going to grab a drink from behind me 1 sec.
A chat roll, or are we one of
Yeah,
us?
spot we got it's a 62.
62, huh?
Ooh, that's fun. So where is everybody sleeping? Or is this morning?
Don't say at your mom's house. Don't say at your mom's
You
house.
guys make it through safely, but I know
Oh,
Deft
okay.
called out a room already.
Yep.
Deft was sleeping in the room with all the dwarfs.
Hey, you know what? Plus size for being small? I fit in the beds.
All right, I'm going to long rest you guys.
No super fun numbers.
Do you have your abilities set to automatically recharge still for Deft? Your Fire Lord things?
Hold on.
Because you can go to prep and set them to never, and then you just manually reset them.
Yeah, I think they reset on long rest. I can fix that. I
Yeah,
remember
I was
which ones
gonna-
I spent.
Okay, I'm going to hit the button. Long rest. All right, so the 62 is for the weather. So thankfully, we don't need any other D100s yet for that one. So it's nowhere near as bad as it was the day before. Visibility is still low, but it is not nearly as cold as it was. So what are people doing? I know we have our people still in their projects, most likely doing that. Those of you who aren't working on projects, what are you guys doing?
I do have a question. What is this a statue of?
AFK.
What are we looking at?
Is it a dwarf or like dwarven god or something, or just a guy?
Which room?
Oh, he's at the statue in the bottom room with the hammer and the shield. It's the one right off the main. Yeah,
That is a. It's not even like necessarily a statue. It's just like a set of armor. Yeah, so it's like old dwarven armor that looks like maybe like the first lord who originally made this keep, and then his hammer and his shield that's just set up there to commemorate him.
I feel like I should feel bad about testing my blade against that.
You're like, oh, do you read Dwarvish?
No.
You're fine. You don't feel bad. It's great.
I should, but I'm gonna strike at it.
Yeah. Then you strike all you want.
I'm just gonna hit it once and make sure the blade doesn't dent at least.
Let's see. Ari, where are you at?
She's kind of in the main area. She's probably had some food that she brought and sitting there playing some music.
It's a little loud.
At this point, I need anyone on the top layer to roll an intelligence save, please.
Oh boy.
$11.
Top.
Patrick,
Oh, okay.
thankfully, this is something you don't need to worry about.
Am I on the top layer?
I believe so.
Yeah.
If you're not down in the mines, you're on the top layer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
Gotcha.
top layer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do
Then
I
yes,
have
I
any-
will be doing
Everybody
that too.
above the subterranean
ground.
layer. Mhm.
Yes. 11.
Nope. One does not. Double checking to see if I had anything that helps me.
You do. If you are conscious, you need to click your aura of protection and then roll.
Let's see. Ari, did you try to roll with advantage? Do you keep the 16?
Yeah, creature gains a bonus to save
Do
throw.
I have
Solomon,
advantage?
don't forget your d20s too. I
Yeah,
just
I-
oh no, that was your performance
Yeah,
check.
so you
Okay.
need to put your aura back on and then
Okay.
make your save.
Yeah.
I already rolled my portent dice. Nothing special.
You did? Okay. I need Baron. I need an intelligence save from you. There's
Oh shit! I needed that.
I'm back.
intelligence save. Actually, no, you don't need to roll one either. Never mind. Oh, a couple of you. Some really. Ari and Baron are good. Kale rolled a 3.
That's gonna hurt.
I feel like we're missing someone here. Who are we missing?
No, we just don't have a lot of people this game.
Did you roll already, Thirst? Intelligence save?
You said I didn't
You said
need
you
to.
didn't need to.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm just looking through my list. Baron, Tanya. Oh, Thea. There's my other one. Intelligence save.
Is it because they touched the statue?
No.
Good.
Thea rolls a 15. She rolled like shit and she still got a 15, so she's fine.
I got an 11.
Let me actually, because it's the two of you. Baron and Ari,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
she's just kind of sitting there. Your wine begins to kind of wander and you just kind of start to walk about the base and you feel this draw towards the main gate. And you don't know why, but you start just like walking towards it. And
Both
when
of
you get
us?
over there, you see Kale already like standing at the gate. Yeah.
Hey, whoa.
And you feel like this great need to go outside. You watch Kale like starting to lift up the giant stone lock.
Kale.
Do any of the dwarves interrupt him?
They talk, but he's like 4 times the size of the dwarfs that are here. But yeah, Ari, Baron, you feel the same. It's just like, you just want to go outside.
Kind of warm in here.
I'm like flicking my hands off because I just washed them.
Of course, you just wash your hands.
Get away from, what are you guys doing? Get away from the door.
We have to go outside.
No.
He's going to roll an athletics check with advantage.
Do I have to go up to the thing? I rolled an 11.
You would feel the need to move that way as well.
If anything wants me to go outside, fuck them though.
Oh, hold on. No, I have a set athletics roll done. I can't roll under a certain level though. Where to go?
Is he level 20?
He's level 19.
I think level 20 is when all your strength checks pass.
Oh, now you get like a base. Hold on. I can tell you what it is. Being at 18th level, your total for a strength check is less than your score. You can use that in its place. So I have a 25.
This is 25 strength? God
Yeah.
damn.
You just watch.
If you're going for the door, I'm gonna hold you. No. Stop it.
He starts to lift it up. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast hold person.
Ari starts walking over there. You can cast hold person one if you want.
Help. We woo, help.
We will help. That's Patrick's. Patrick's gonna start running over there then.
I will
What are you doing, Pinky? We just want to go
out
outside.
of
It's warm in
curiosity,
here.
Nobel, does Ari's protective stone have any impact on this?
Oh. Why
The
would
one you
fail?
got in
That
the
was versus
caves?
myself.
Yeah, from the Myconids.
It's not like an immediately active thing. It takes some time to activate. It might, though.
Okay.
Now, do I have to go outside or can I? Oh, well, he's held.
You just want boss, I can't move.
Yeah, you're trying to open the door.
It's hot in here.
It's not that hot.
Oh, Solomon, what's up? Why'd you back up?
Because it's being handled.
No, you're compelled to open the door, aren't you?
Am I? Or do I just
Not
want
to
be near the
violently
door?
compel it. You just feel the need to go outside.
Oh no, that's fucking stupid. I'm being controlled by something. But
You got worms or something, buddy? There's monsters out there.
And Cube.
Do you get Baird in there too?
Of course.
All right, so you have everybody inside this cube. Which version of the cube are you using?
Let's say, well, I need to stop their bodies and, gosh, would I assume it's a magical effect? I mean, probably.
How compelled are we to go outside?
You know
said
what?
not violently, but like
Not violently. You got stopped anyways. Patrick cubed everybody.
Yeah. I'm just gonna yell at him. Hey, Rust Bucket. We're not. I don't know what's wrong with him. I point at Kale, but I just want to go outside for a look. See,
There are balconies for that, Baron.
we blocked them all.
Well, you blocked them for a reason. Why do you want to see them now? I'm using nothing can pass through level 5.
You're stuck inside.
And I got
We just
okay. I
need to
don't
go
need to
for a
adjust my
walk.
notes.
Hannah's gonna walk up and just knock on the cube.
Do they seem charmed to you? That's to death.
I'll tell you what.
No,
Drop a
it's
thing.
it's a compulsionary thing. Probably.
I'll tell you what. I'll make you feel better. I'll make you feel better, Rust Bucket. And I place one hand on myself and I cast Cleansing Touch.
Does it remove any type of mental conflicts?
So it says that I can end a spell on myself. So assuming that this is being caused by a spell.
It's not really a spell, but for the sake of fun, I'm going to let it work anyways because it's more of a psionic thing, but psionics are kind of spellish, so I'll let it work.
Yeah. So
You're
I'm
like,
gonna
here, see? And then,
and I'm gonna start blinking very rapidly. What? And what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Barry, could you repeat that on the other 3 people in this box? You have 45 seconds.
I very quickly cast Cleansing Touch on the remaining people inside the box.
Sure. So you go ahead and one by one, they kind of stop. When you go to cast on Kale, which you probably do last because he's held, does it say any spell or do you get a pick?
One spell.
All right. So for Kale, I need you to roll a D100. We'll say under
Ooh.
50.
It is
Removes the kind of the mind control-ish aspect. Over 50 removes hold person.
That's fun. Let's do it.
You know what? Hang on. Which one removes hold person?
So you want
Over.
under 50. Over
All
50
right.
removes hold person. Under 50
All
removes
right.
the control.
Let's get let me see. 51. Aw. Oh wait. Yes.
64.
Even
Do you
better.
watch as he gets loose? He's trying to like grab the thing. He's like, something's wrong, guys.
Yeah, we can tell, buddy. We can tell.
We gotta get the door open.
No, we really
No.
don't.
Aaron, do you have any other way of getting rid of this? I can only keep him here for a maximum of 5 more minutes.
Well,
I'm gonna climb up on his back and like attempt to put him in a headlock, but I obviously can't.
So, but hold on. So you climb up on his back. Roll a charisma check. It'll make sense in a minute. Yeah, because you can't beat his athletics.
Oh, do you have 5 of those things?
no, I have 4, but I was just testing something.
As you climb up on his back, he stops for a second and kind of pauses. Like as you're sitting there on his back, you're trying to like choke him or do whatever. It has absolutely no effect. And then all of a sudden he's just like, kid. And then he kind of like blinks and shakes it off. Boss, what are you doing?
Hey, you want to tussle, big guy? Get off the door.
Oh, I'm not on the door. Why are we in a cube?
Oh, are you good?
I think we're good.
I was in the other room.
It was
No,
a
we're good.
compulsion to go outside.
It's cold out there. Why would we go outside?
To get eaten.
Yeah, we're gonna need some tinfoil hats ASAP.
That is. How do you even know what tinfoil is?
It's just metal, right? It's just metal.
No.
He must know that lady from campaign too. Oh, what's her name? I always forget when we try to bring up her name. I'll figure it out later.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The
Yes, Miss Scarlet or whatever.
Yeah, Miss Scarlet.
It wasn't Miss Scarlet. No. Oh no, it was Miss. It was something. It made more sense than that. It was like
Vigil.
Oh, Constance Vigil. Yeah, that's right. No.
It'd be the aliens.
All right, so you managed to stop them from opening the door. Yeah, it seems testing the doors is not the only thing they wanted to test. Is anyone on watch? Like, oh, actually, we only have one place to take watch now.
Yep. Every other place should have some ballistas watching the entrances.
Mm-hmm. No, those are all good. Those are all armed and set. This is just for anyone looking outside.
Could I connect the dots that those perhaps a little weaker of mind are the ones who tried to get out?
Roll an insight check.
What are you trying to
What are you
say?
trying to say there?
Nothing.
I wasn't that weak of mind. I figured out how to cast the spell.
You look around the room.
Yeah, those are all the dumb people.
Tanya didn't seem. Well, actually, Tanya was affected too, right?
No, Tanya.
No.
I rolled
She did try to come over to help.
Yeah, so you notice. So in the cube, Patrick wasn't affected. Tanya's sitting outside, completely unimpacted. You were fine. It just seems like these individuals had a hard time of it. And you kind of look around. You can draw your own conclusions.
Hey, Patrick, maybe one of us keeps an eye on the front door, huh?
I'm on it. Do you not want me to go rescue your dog then?
You know what? I know what I'll do.
What's wrong with your dog?
I'll call Rosie over and just have her stand and guard the door.
That works.
Rosie's doing arts and crafts. Who will help with the glue?
Yes, who?
I will eat it. I will.
No, we're
I
not
will eat it
eating
for
the
you.
glue. They're making signs that they can post up in this room so people scrying in it can see. Solomon, though, roll a perception check. It is technically disadvantaged because it's still foggy, but thankfully it's not a blizzard.
Right. Disadvantage perception. Let me double check. Let's roll that. Right, not bad.
You got to eyeball kind of where you guys had seen the creatures before, just with them trying to control some of you. And as you look across the way, you see the same familiar shapes kind of walking through, but then you also see some other shapes that are more humanoid.
Interesting. Can I try and get a better look at one of them?
You would have to make your way across. They're like all the way across on the other side.
How far?
Several hundred feet.
Several hundred.
And it's low visibility. So you can see like the shapes of them, but you can tell the shape is more humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
It's also not nearly as big as some of the other creatures were.
What's the distance on a longbow?
Oh, max distance? I think it's got a pretty crazy distance, like 700-ish or more.
600. Yeah, but then how do I want them to know that we know they're out there?
That is up to you.
You know, they're already poking us. I might as well poke back a little.
You'd want to try to make the shot?
I'm not trying to hit them. I just want to get a better look at them through the arrow.
Sure. Because you're not trying to hit anything, you're just trying a general direction, just roll an athletics check.
Happily.
Oh, good. I was like, is that going to be 418? So you kind of go over to the remaining open one. You shoot an arrow out into the distance and kind of lands much closer to them than you are. And you do manage to see like different types of void spawn, mostly smaller ones, kind of moving around the area. And then you see, bear with me. Oh, I'm not in images. Wrong spot.
I'm ready to be very worried.
Doop doop doop. Why? There we go. I was like, where did it go? I don't know why that wasn't showing up. Oh, that's why. Oops. You see a similar looking creature to this.
Oh, joy.
There's two of them.
Makes sense.
They start walking towards the arrow.
It's gonna dissipate before they can pick it up.
So as like they look over and they look down at it, you pull it back.
Yep. I mean, there are plenty of bows that have ammo like that.
Mhm.
Right.
What happened to Smoke?
There are two illithids outside.
Wow,
That's
this place
the most
sucks.
Solomon way to say something ever.
I don't know what that is.
They're ugly.
Actually, Patrick, the minute he says it, you get a HUD display.
Oh, great.
Oh, you forgot to turn your tooltips off.
It's like a little rotating shape that just spins around.
Oh. Okay.
Can you project whatever you're seeing for the rest of us, please?
Can I?
You certainly try.
Sure, I try.
As you go to project, he projects a 3D model that rotates that looks like that.
Like track 6.
They're multiplying.
Well, what do we do about this?
This is just like that dream I had where I was at Baldur's Gate.
Well, first things first,
You are
we should
where?
leave a note for the others. I will go inform Arts and Crafts Group that we have our first note to put on the board.
They're super excited.
There are 2 lithids outside. The other group should know that they might encounter those as well.
How do you spell a lithid?
I don't know.
Draw a
I always thought they
picture.
were called mind flares.
Draw a picture.
Got it.
I feel very
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
They begin their arts and crafts.
I hope that it turns out as like a picture of like just a really horribly drawn angry squid face.
Oh, I have
with
glitter.
like
I have glitter for arts and crafts.
like a +2.
Isn't that the anti-magic glitter?
I mean, it's glitter.
It prevents the scribe from going through. It doesn't work that way, but that would have been funny. I was just trying to give it to some pizzazz.
I'm gonna
Had
say
a loop
parked
some stuff.
on Calem's shoulders, and I'm just going to direct him back towards the observation deck.
This is excellent because these are dwarven halls, and so the doorways are very short. So just roll 1 acrobatics check so you don't get hit in the head with a stone ceiling.
It's like you think I'll fail.
Yeah, you like fall backwards, still connected, and you're like, oh, but yeah, you manage easy enough.
Forth my noble steed.
All right, so you guys can continue wherever you want to go to. What's your plan? What are you guys doing?
Oh, and they might know that we know they're out there.
Fun. I had to have suspected that.
He goes, how do you make that come out of your eye?
Hmm?
He's talking to Patrick. Edward.
What, are you incapable of doing this?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Perhaps you should get better.
Train harder.
You know what? I will train harder.
Patrick gives you a high five. Baron gives Patrick a high five. Sorry.
Next time we meet him, he's shooting laser beams out of his eyes. I can't stop it.
I told you not to let me wish for anything.
I wish for all of Patrick's abilities, and now I just can't stop hating people.
Poor man.
I think I'm just going to be spending the day making pikes.
Sure. So you're
Reach.
continuing on your tasks.
Reach weapons for everyone who needs it.
Anyone up to any shenanigans? We'll see you guys feed your griffin. All the basic stuff's covered.
I feel like I'm out of the loop on some things.
Well, some very important. Actually, we need a way for them to notify us that they're being attacked down there. Honestly, simple rope and bell would work.
Oh my god.
The clouds.
They're only outside, don't worry.
I will tell Kale and Ari what happened to Smoke.
Number locks.
If you
Pursue
can get
well.
me a visual, I can get us there.
Don't know how I'd get a visual.
Well,
You'd have to go to Thea.
And craft team. Thea's in Soren's body. He probably can do scrying stuff, right?
We covered this the day before.
She was left out of a lot of things.
Oh.
I don't think I was there either.
think Patrick was there. Trying to remember. Someone brought up, yeah, because Patrick brought up scrying. I thought you guys were there.
I've told Bears to prep it.
Hey, Solomon, can you cover watch for a moment? Thank you.
She'll grab Deft and we'll make our way to the arts and craft team.
I'm also going to keep an eye on above and below the wall.
Sure.
If arts and crafts team's got this handled, I am going to go downstairs with the mages.
Sure. So you go and start doing tunnels with them?
Yes.
Sure.
I love the part.
Solomon.
Yes. Oh, before I did, could I have requested one of the dwarven horns?
Yeah, you can have there's plenty here too in the armory.
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
So anyone who wants one can have one.
Yep. I'm on watch. I'll take a horn.
Yeah, so as you're sitting there, roll a perception check, sound based.
Sound based, huh? Perception. Okay. Oh boy, fun.
You want to make that a 14?
Nah. I have to do it before I roll.
Oh.
All right. So you hear it takes a minute, but you start hearing the crunching of ice and like a galloping sound.
Uh-huh.
You see a large dark object kind of running. It's hard to place exactly. It's like somewhere in here heading east.
Hi.
Oh, fucking hell.
And then all of a sudden, you just see this dark thing appear, and it smashes, and you just feel even the stone where you are shake, and you guys just hear like this reverberating like crack. Something hit the main gate.
Yep. I'm gonna blow the horn,
and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy!
And remember,
did I make it downstairs before that happened?
You're downstairs technically, yeah.
Okay.
But if he blows the horn, you could hear the horn likely.
Oh, it's going to be a bad night. I got a high roll.
All right. Have a nice night, guys.
Yep, good night.
Bye, buddy.
Good night.
Night, Dark.
NPCs.
Thankfully, we set up some ballistas down there at the main gate.
Yeah, you did.
Incredible force.
Oh, that bounced off a nat 20 to a 2. And then
Dude, I know exactly how these void spawns think.
All right. Thorkel and his men are saying like, what's that? They'll probably move to like right here.
Please tell me there are people manning the ballistas.
Pretty sure there's a rotation of people.
They move about there. Thrain, I think we said we moved down below to explore tunnels. Thrain's not actually here.
He was gonna go with Patrick. So if Patrick,
so he's down with Patrick, and then the other team's still down there.
Yep.
There's. We'll get rid of the fog too. We don't need the fog.
I get to go first.
I wish you could control where the fog appeared. That would be nice.
I'm sleeping.
It's the next day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like morning the next morning.
Then I probably would have been in here.
Yeah, so you guys hear horns off in the distance.
I was just like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Can we tell, other than
Something
the outside
at the
of
gate.
this room, do we know an area it could be?
Not off the horn alone, no. You just hear it coming from. I mean, it sounds close by. It's across the big hall from you. You tell it's on your side, but not like specifically
15,
where.
20, 25, 30, 5,
You were in
10,
the forge. Yep.
20, 25, 30. I'm going to run into that room and look around, see if I see anything.
It looks like the dwarfs on this side are moving towards the west.
Okay. That's my move and action. So.
Patrick, you're down below.
There are a lot of people up there. They could probably handle it. If this is a two-pronged attack, I want to get started on the hills, so I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Perfect. All right, so you guys are down there. Rosie will remain here in the back at the moment. Deft.
Well, that sounds like my cue. I'm just gonna skedaddle.
I'll be right behind you.
5, 10, 15. Oh god, this is gonna...
Mr.
also,
Quick Boy.
The gate, for reference.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it is a siege monster, so it's double damage on this. Let's see. $53 points of damage to the gate.
I yell, Hodor!
Off in the snow in the distance. There are giants up here. All right, so Def runs.
Actually, What am I doing? I wouldn't go that way. Sorry.
What happens when we give Def too many options?
Mm, 30. I need like 100. And I'm gonna use my action to dash to get up here.
I'm going outside.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see a
God.
massive void spawn. Much larger head. Just like headbutting the gate.
Well, that was my full round, so I'm gonna... Yep.
Brindar and his men are currently forging. They'll start arming themselves. Probably get over here. What's going on?
Main gate's being attacked.
Baron! So all your dwarfs and men-at-arms kind of start rushing to action. What do you do?
Excuse me.
You know, that
Um,
would have been a good idea to do, but I forgot.
I am going to rush to the gate,
Sure.
and as I rush over there, I will call to my I'll call to all my dwarves, and I will just shout, "To arms, lads! To arms! Prepare yourselves!"
All right, so the two squads next to you start getting ready. Thorkel's already on his way over.
Let's see. I guess if I run, make 50 feet.
Yeah, and then your guy's sealed where that purple line is, so you have to go through the main room to get over there.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon made a maze for you.
So I can get basic. I can get right there by dash.
Thea will follow her brother. Tanya probably stick close behind them. Rosie as well. Solomon.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
I don't want to go outside if that's what you're trying to insinuate.
You're no fun.
I mean, I do, but I'm not going to.
You can totally take it, Solomon. Totally.
It's only 60 feet away. It's not that far.
Yeah, you could totally take it in combat. I'm not worried at all. What do you do?
I guess I'm just gonna have to do echo bow and arrow on this thing.
You're right next to a ballista.
No,
we moved the ballistas.
Make a shadow ballista.
I can't make the ballista. I can only make the bolt. Ballista's too complicated
and too big.
Howard.
I've already tried.
I mean, you could always try. It's just very difficult to do.
I mean, I'll try. I have.
No, here's the thing. I'll turn Verbrennan into the ballista, and you make the bolt.
Verbrennan can only turn into a held weapon. He can't actually turn into a ballista.
Hold on, wait.
We can dream.
Held for what size creature? What if it's just like a really big arbalist?
Like a big crossbow.
Cast it large on yourself.
And make a crossbow.
I'll try and make another ballista.
I don't want to waste your turn though.
What am I gonna do?
Shoot it.
Hit it for 20 damage with a bow.
You can make 3 echoes total or 2?
2.
Yeah, because of the size capacity of what it'd be. You can make a ballista, and then you can use for Brennan, but then you can't teleport. Although you don't really need to teleport.
Yeah, I don't. No, I'll just do a bow and arrow and shoot it once.
Sure.
All right. Pink.
Definitely hits.
Oh boy.
It is resistant. It hits it. It impacts it. The wall.
Oh right.
Takes 16 points of acid damage.
I hit it with it. Careful, he's a squirter. I hit him with a toothpick and he splurts all over our nice wall.
I mean, it's not it's a very thick stone wall, but it does add up.
That's not good. Well, I'll keep an eye out, see if there's anything else. Guys, go deal with that.
Yeah, I'll just go deal with that. It's no big deal.
Send the Fire Lord.
I meant prepare. Get in the main hall, you idiot.
God,
if
so
things get bad, flee south. We'll go into the tunnels.
All right, anything else, Solomon?
I'm just gonna shoot it from out here. I'm not gonna. Can't boss me around. I'm gonna shoot it from out here.
All right.
Let's see. So Ari's wings become clad in brilliant red feathers, and she gets a golden radiant halo. Oh, this one. And she's going to take off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you walk away, because I'm just going to make Edward go on your turn. It's like, you be careful. Let the people down below know, and you just watch them.
She does a twirl to get through.
You can get past them. Yeah, they're not in combat.
7, 8. Action, she's going to dash. Well, no, the twirl is more to get through the narrow passageway while flying.
Oh, I figured. Oh, because you were flying, walking through. I got you.
6, 7. Freaking hell, you guys are fast.
Some of them are really fast. Seriously.
That's her action bonus and movement. Oh, I'm also just going to give a quick acrobatics here. flawless.
All right, with that, our dear friend here is going to continue its assault on the wall. It's going to make a ram attack. The wall takes an additional 57 points of damage as it smacks its head into the wall.
Man, this guy ain't rolling. There's no chance of a natural one.
It is then going to claw at the wall. Doesn't even really need to attack, but we'll see for natural 20.
Break a nail.
17 points of damage to the wall. And then it strikes it with its tail. These things are all good, but no nat 20s. And then it smacks the tail in with a little bit of acid on it, and it takes an additional 28 points. So it's just going all out on this wall. I'm just adding in my damage 1 sec.
So everyone hears the front door being knocked on, right?
I imagine it's hard to miss. At the very least, we probably hear something getting slammed into and things.
You guys definitely hear this echoing through the main hall. That is its turn. If I have 30, if I have 40.
We should have put the ballistas further up.
He's just going to stand out in the hallway. He pulls out the sword and just waits. Gilda's down below. They don't move much. They're going to fall to the hallway. Deft.
Hi. Me again. I have to move a tiny bit. That's gonna mess some things up. I should not have moved initially. I should have stayed where I was. I can see it from here, right?
Yeah.
Kind of hard to miss.
It's big.
Can I fit through the slot here, or did we cover it up?
We left these ones open.
Okay.
These ones are open. It's a tighter squeeze because it's meant more for shooting, but you can get through.
Okay. I don't have any friends nearby, so I have to make my own sneak attack happen. It's kind of a bummer.
You can't sit close either.
I could go outside if you want.
It's a little too far away. I'm just gonna have to take a normal shot this round.
You have a bow.
Doink.
Bounces off its hide.
Miss on an 18. Okay.
What did I hit it with? Oh, okay. Yeah. I rolled an 18.
Shoot, I should not have done that. I should have cast a spell. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Ari. So you see the dwarves running out to the halls. You can, you probably hear, you can see Solomon, and you probably can hear Deft.
2, 3, 4.
Yep. I knew exactly where she was going.
8. We're going to dash on over. What's going on?
I just point outside.
She kind of peeks over. And let's see, what are we going to throw at that thing?
Did you not hear the door?
Yes.
What if it just wants a cup of sugar? Just saying. It's knocking very nicely.
Well, I haven't named my sword yet. I can name it a cup of sugar and give it to it.
Ari, I can't do it that way. I can't. No.
No,
Okay, I can find that as well. Okay.
a cup of sugar is a crossbow name.
That would be a cool crossbow name for a rogue.
Well, I suppose we're going to stick with the tried and true. I'm going to fireball it.
Very nice.
Classic.
Kind of just like leans over Death's shoulder and just lobs a fireball out behind the big creature.
Yep.
I think it might be a little further than 60 feet, though.
Fireball's 120.
Oh, never mind.
Actually, it might even be 150. I think fireball's 150.
It's 120 with a radius of 20. So technically it's 140.
It's 150 with a radius of 20.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. 18.
Good damage.
Oh, and it's not resistant.
Just watch it explode behind it. Turns back, looks up towards you guys.
Away.
Faces back to the gate.
It's Firelord's time to shine.
Oh my god, we never fight things that aren't resistant to fire. Or not
Now,
resistant to
can
fire.
you make things vulnerable? You tried to pull resistance away, but is it easier to make things vulnerable?
Faye is going to hold her action to move with Theris. Patrick, you're down below. Still chilling.
Yeah, Mr. Wyndon came down, didn't he?
Yeah, so you see him appear. There's a larger void spawn attacking the main gate. I think they're good, but just in case something attacks down here, be ready.
Yes, we were going to begin sealing stuff up just in case of that. Would you like to come with?
I mean, certainly.
All right, tag along.
All right. That brings us to young Tanya. Tanya knows kind of what's going on, I suppose. Baron, you were yelling for everyone to go get in battle positions, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so Tanya will go 5, 10, 30. Rosie. Brindar and his men can only get roughly right here. Solomon.
Mm-hmm. Well, these two got this area over here. Hopefully they're perceptive. 50, 60. I dashed here. And 15, 30. I am going to create an echo here. All right, and that is my turn.
Baron.
All right. I am going to once again dash. So all right, I make it to about right there.
Got it.
And I'm still shouting.
Yep, everyone's fallen into lines. Theris.
I still don't know what's going on yet. I just see direction people are running, correct?
Yeah, you see all the soldiers kind of running into the main hallway. You hear some spells being cast from the west.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 15, 20. I think that's.
I
30.
think that's a table.
That is a table.
Oh, that's a table. I thought that was a pattern on the floor.
Nope, table.
Okay, so I was right there. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Tay doesn't mind walking on the table.
15, 20.
Just kidding.
25, 30.
Okay. Thorkel and his men will fall back. Get all these ready to go. Kind of actually they'll get right on it. So they're like they have them aim, but they also have like a defensive area kind of protecting them. Yep. Oh, my turn. I want to see if this is a nat 20. I keep getting so close. Another 57 points to the gate. And then claw. Another 20 points to the gate. And then finally the tail. The 36. That gate is starting to lose the majority of its structure. It's taken 290 points of damage.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's holding.
Champ.
He's going to hold his attack for if anything comes through that door. These guys are going to get in front of this so it protects the passageway between, and they're going to take their defensive position and form a shield wall with their crossbows. Actually, they should stand here because then they can get out of the way if you fire ballista. So they'll remain there. Fire Lord. What you got?
I kind of wanted to drop an immolate on this guy.
Which?
But it looks like it might have high dex. Here's the thing. I'm going to hop out.
You fly out?
I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay.
27. No, I have my hood up, so I get advantage.
Can't believe you've worn those like the
27.
entire campaign. You've never taken those off since you've got them, have you?
No, dude, I love my hidey cloak.
You've had your cloak,
my rat cloak, yeah,
and your rat necklace, and technically the daggers, which you don't use the daggers anymore, but you still have one.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, you got those like third session, something like that. Second session,
something like that.
Early on.
Am I considered hidden from it?
To the best of your knowledge.
Okay.
It definitely cannot see you.
Considered hidden, it gets disadvantage on the saving throw I make against it.
Well, unfortunately, it is resistant to magic.
Uh-huh.
And it can see you.
Okay.
It's not like looking directly at you.
And you know what? They're a psychic. I don't know why I think it would be kind of dumb. I said I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna still do it.
Are you casting spells at me?
Maybe. Aw.
Oh, look, you're not like Ari and Ferris.
Bummer. My DC's low compared to the rest of you guys.
Yours is only one lower than mine.
Mm-hmm. Ferris has got DC 23 spells. He's scary.
Ferris.
Connie's got a decent DC now too, but she doesn't have as many plus DC items.
Okay, well you still
They've got
take
all
a
the
little
DC
bit.
bonus items.
Why is my dice? Why is that? That's weird. That should be one more than that. Hold on.
So it takes half damage and doesn't ignite, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Which is weird because
You know, the other fire guy didn't have this performance issue.
Oh shit!
And you're just having trouble with one, not a bunch.
maybe he should go suck eggs. How about that?
It's okay, Pinky. When as you get older, you start to have some issues with your performance. I
I'm
understand.
not old. I'm not even old.
You had 2 lifetimes.
You're right. I am old.
You can't get the fire quite hot enough, but it still does 16 points damage.
And I'm sleepy now. Great.
He's having a rough week, okay, guys?
Thinking about my dog still.
Yeah, that's actually fair.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna go back in.
And dip back in. Easy enough. Oh shit. Again?
That's not ideal.
All right. Oh, please get a nat 20 on this. That's a 2 for a 16, so it still hits.
Ooh.
That's an additional 42 points of damage as you watch the gate explode inwards as it goes over its cap.
Fire the ballistas.
So this thing walks up,
Oh,
Kale
no.
immediately
It also
is
blew
going
up
to
my
attack
fantasy
it.
grounds.
I can't go raging at this point. Reckless attack? Reckless attack. Great weapon master. Why not? Is this thing considered a dragon? Probably. Ooh, I dropped the nat 1 at least. So as it runs in, he goes to hit it with his sword, it just bounces off. It is going to traverse over him. Ballista shots. They would have been holding their action.
Everyone hit the deck.
Techno's loading back in. I'm like, it's not working. Drop a couple of ballists in here. 1, ballista 2. All right. So we'll say they're kind of manning those. So the ballista will get a shot each. They don't get to reload till their turn, though.
Fair enough.
All right. Bounces off. Bounces off. All right, so it did that. It ran in. It's going to strike at Kale with its tail as it runs by. $23 points of damage, and then it's going to keep going. How much more movement do I have?
Technically, I have all your movement.
Yeah, then I'll strike Kale before I run. Oh, so close. I can get to like right here. Hey, get back here. 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, it's just out of range. Actually, no, they have. Oh, no, because he went. No, he would be back. They have the same. Don't have Sentinel, right? Nope, different character. Oh, I forgot I could do that, though. After you let me forget I could do cool things.
We're level 19. We can all do cool things. We always forget.
I had a feat that I've had for forever that I just forgot I had. 2 reckless attacks. I'll do, yeah, I might as well do Great Weapon Masters. Why not? Miss. What the hell is this thing made out of?
21 miss, bro.
All right, time to target saves, guys. Okay.
Magic resistant.
And then damage.
What I'm hearing is he's just tough.
22 points of damage, and then a little bit of spray.
22 AC. Jeez.
Kill takes 20 points. Oh, shit. And I would like to reach.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
You get mad that you got hurt.
Exactly. All right, that's all of his stuff. These guys, obviously, they didn't get out of the way of the ballista bolts, which is why those guys missed.
Yep.
Crossbows loose. Boo. Come on. $17 reduced to 8. More acid to him. This time reduced because of rage, 18 to 9. And they hold their location. Baron. You turn the corner, you just see this massive void spawn.
Well, let me think. I think I know it would be good. I am going to. Yeah. Oh man, I only have 3 level 4 spell slots. Oof. Rough, buddy. That's okay. I am going to do a Guardian of Faith, which is my large spectral guardian, and I'm gonna plant it right in front of the void spawn.
Sure. What would you like your Guardian of Faith to look like?
I would like for it to look like Brel.
Bro? Let's see if I can get a quasi bro looking picture. Let's see. Kind of bro looking. Use this for now. It's a big guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so big, radiant, translucent version of Brel.
And then I guess I'll move up to about this position, and I'll line up for anything else that I can do.
Hey, Baron.
I just want to keep vision on it. What's up?
I've been waiting for this one for probably like 2 weeks for this one.
Oh, yeah?
These larger ones can be considered giants.
Oh, damn it. I don't have a second action, do I?
Nope, you got 2 attacks, but not if you cast a spell.
Where are the fighter actions when you need them? Next turn. Next fucking turn.
Or you watch this thing break in.
She starts to move this way. You coming?
Deft looks like he's about to jump out of the window.
She just kind of rolls her eyes. She's going to Dimension Door. Do you go with her or?
Yeah, sure. We're good.
Free ride. Do you teleport over?
Yep.
That door's locked. Please go to the other side of it.
Where are we going?
Yeah, you can't get through that door.
Oh, if this door is locked, then she'd probably aim for the.
That door is also locked.
Not
Why
from
did
that
we
side.
lock?
You can open it from that side, not the other side.
Yeah, that one was only locked from the main hall.
What if we just go like in the hall here?
Want to be trapped in the hall with it?
Yes. It's trapped in the hall with us.
Yeah, well, you're not
There you
trapped in the
go.
hall with it. It's trapped in the hall with you.
And its mini friends who are going to come in behind you.
Don't forget about that part. Don't even
Long
mention
shot
that.
idea here. Ari's going to you know the whole idea of like using gravity as like an accelerator to slingshot yourself out of a planet's orbit.
Yeah.
Really advanced physics.
I want to kind of do that kind of idea, but with fire and deft. Throwing a firebolt.
Excuse me, what?
So, if I'm getting this correctly, you're the hairspray and Deft's the lighter?
More or less.
Is this what we're trying to
I
do?
feel like in this context, I'm the hairspray.
No,
You're kind of both?
No. You're the insect.
I'm getting sprayed, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying
I'm
to throw
sorry.
a firebolt
Did you just
past him,
say
see
he's
if it
the
can't
insect?
Yes,
see if it isn't amplified by his heat.
You like take the firebolt, rub it in his hair for some static electricity, give it a toss.
I have proof to you just now that I suck at fire magic.
She like holds up some flame, kind of holds it by you for a moment, and then like throws it over your shoulder.
Just for good luck.
Like a snowball fight.
Also, Deft, she's using you as a tiefling shield.
Fortunately, the firebolt goes wide.
It probably does actually hit it. It just doesn't seem to go through its armor.
We're gonna tentacle whip it. See if that's it.
What's the distance on your tentacle whip?
I believe it's 30 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Been a hot second. Yeah, that's fine. It's out of the gem.
Is this creature immune to frightened?
No,
This
but you
one,
are.
yes. However, though, let me see.
What save was that?
This does not actually trigger the acid damage, though, as well.
That was charisma.
Charisma save good. Noted.
But that is her action bonus, and I suppose she has some movement, but I think she's okay where she is.
Tanya. Probably coming through here. I'm gonna get over here. Should have spell sniper. Get Rosie in that corner. did not make her turrets. That's okay. Let's go. What is the enhancement for that one? I always have a fun time trying to navigate this card. What's the ability he gets the extra damage? I'm not seeing it where he has it in his sheet.
Oh gosh, I don't remember. I know
Find
it's
it later.
D8 for.
We'll just add an extra one onto it. Okay. Let's do a. You know what? Let's do. I guess we'll stick with fire. That is definitely a hit. We're at 40-10, right? 4 dice for our cantrips.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 40 D10.
40 D10. 28 points of fire damage. We'll do another D8 on that. So another 4 points of fire damage. Does not trigger acid. Where'd that thing go? That's all she'll do for now. Oh, bonus action, I'll summon the 2 turrets. There we go. Those go on Thorkel's turn. Brains down below. Patrick, you're still exploring.
Yep.
Brindar. They're just going to hold here. Solomon.
Man, it sure is getting packed up there.
You could walk through the big guy.
No, I know.
And you can get through all these guys too.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30. My echo's going to go here.
Sure.
I'm just going to bonus action swap with it. And then 5, 10, 15. I really don't have. Oh, wait. I have javelins. I forgot. I guess I'm just going to throw a javelin at this thing.
Go for it.
What? Let me double check distance.
The abyss javelins that are coated in demon blood or something.
Yep.
The ones made out of bone?
Yep.
I think those were from Theris's buddies playing when we didn't have magic.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I think we got some from the hag that was dealing with Ari too. I think we got bones there also.
Yeah, and I dipped some of them in like demon blood that did the
all the ones that Sunthe didn't eat on the journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somewhere Sunthe's still chasing that mountain of bone.
Well, we'll see. I'll throw 1. See how that goes.
Oh, that was what it was. And I found the core and I squeezed it really hard. I forgot about that.
Boom.
I just like to think that that's where Sunthe goes on vacation, just plays in the big bone pile.
Yes. These javelins aren't going to be doing enough damage to warrant me actually using them. Got it.
Additionally, it does trigger the acid damage, but it's only Kale who's near.
Yep.
Kale takes...
And that javelin's gone forever.
16 points of acid damage, reduced to 8.
Yep. I'm not going to continue that attack then. I'll get here. And that is my turn.
There's.
All we can do is hear like fighting and shouting, correct?
You can see one group, you see them shooting that direction. You can see the rear end of Baron's Radiant Guardian or his Divine Guardian. But yeah, you could tell there's like a close combat, but you don't actually have line of sight on the creature.
But it's down.
You can get over there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. It's a little tight in there, but you can move through the swarms unless they're directly on the creature itself.
25, 30. I can go around this way to get behind it, correct?
The door is currently sealed.
Which door?
The one on the left.
That one right there?
Yeah, that one's sealed up.
It can't like be gotten through.
It can be broken through, but it doesn't open. They're trying to limit different places. That one was sealed in the first fighter.
To get over there?
We teleported.
Dimension door. They were in where the turret was.
So, see, 5, 10,
Yep.
15,
Our lookouts abandoned their post.
10, 15.
Oh, don't worry. We can still very
30,
much look out.
Can you see the walls?
10, 15.
If there's anything climbing on them?
25, 30. Okay, that gets me out there to see what's going on.
Yeah, you definitely have line of sight. This thing's massive. Biggest one you guys have seen yet, by far. It's gonna run and get behind you guys. All right, now Thorkel's team shoots ballistas.
Yep. I am well out of range for my curse.
Oh, that's right. I always forget about that.
Nope. Why do you think I'm staying so far back?
Ballista 1 bounces off.
Oh, so close.
Ballista 2 bounces off. Circle, like, all right, man, better luck next shot. Better luck next shot. Deft.
Oh my god. When I cast haste.
Nice.
I'm going to. Is drinking a potion a bonus action or action?
Typically what we do to just make it nicer, you can drink one as a bonus yourself, giving someone else another one as an action.
Okay.
It just makes better use of action economy, so it's less boring.
Drink my poison resist potion.
Acid?
Acid resist potion. Is it acid or poison?
It was acid. Resist. You got an acid and a cold, and then one you're not sure what it was.
I drink my acid potion. Yummy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit this thing.
Go for it. You do get sneak attacked.
Do I get advantage for flanking with a? Oh my god!
It's not a creature. It's just a spell that hits it if it moves. Okay. You do get sneak attack because of Kale.
Yes. Kale would never fail me. Wait, if it's not a creature, can I just do this?
If you got movements, yeah, I'd say it's kind of big enough to maneuver through.
He's a hasted rogue.
I'm a hasted boy.
Yeah.
He has movement 1,000,000.
I hit. I make
a touch. Good.
I make eye contact with Kale from between the legs. I give him a thumbs up, and I'm gonna hit this thing really hard.
You're gonna hit it between the legs? Rude.
If you want to hit something, that's where you gotta hit.
Just enough to hit it. Barely. You almost missed.
I'm gonna smite.
I figured.
Yikes. You're scary.
Sneak attack, smite. So scary. That's a lot of dice.
Ow.
Using my hasted action, I'm going to attack again.
Hold on 1 sec. Let me blast some acid first. So you just watch.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
You hit it so hard that so much acid goes back, it drenches Kale, and you just see this little outline on the ground behind him where there's just like this Kale shadow.
Wait, hold on. I need to put resistant on me. Hold on.
Ari probably like instinctually reels back for a moment.
So Kale takes 14 points, reduced to 7 as it blows back. It does come back at you. You have your resist on?
No. Hold on. I don't know how to do it fast.
I'll just half it. It's fine.
Okay.
Half.
Don't botch your con.
I'm gonna botch it.
There's no con.
There's no con.
There's no. It just happens. He's
10 points
just a,
reduced to 5.
he's just a fat tick.
Aren't you concentrating haste?
Oh, for the
yes.
There you go.
Just roll 10. You're
Why is
fine.
it advantage. Why do I have advantage?
I think I give you. I might
I
give
have
you advantage.
a million effects on me.
you may have
Don't
something
have all
in
these
there.
Hang on. I
Why
think.
am I frightened twice?
You're immune to frighten twice.
Oh,
I think it's double coding from his aura, potentially. Yeah, because you're immune charmed, immune frightened.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay,
the aura
okay.
command just double dips for some reason.
It do be weird.
to be a little weird.
I'm not giving you advantage. I don't think. I am giving you you should be getting a bonus. Get a bonus to your saving throw equal to your charisma.
It was a
modifier.
con save that you rolled? Devil's Rain dash from
for
rock,
concentration.
Alacrity, poison seed, divination, psychic. No,
Warcaster?
he's not Warcaster. Maybe you just had advantage on? I'm not sure.
Oh, you got so much shit on you,
I
Deft.
have so much shit on me. I mean,
Yeah. I was looking there like, I don't see
I
anything.
dropped
that
a
would give you
5
advantage.
plus 13, so I think I would be fine either
You're,
way.
you're fine.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
still
think-
fine.
As long as you don't roll a 1, honestly.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Why
Oh,
would
see, now this would be the really cool part. If you had, if Edward were up here instead of down below.
Can I cast Smite again?
It's an on hit reaction.
I think it's as part of an attack action though for that one, right? Or no, because wait, let's see. Because which version are you using? You're using the Eldritch Invocation or
Eldritch
using a
Smite.
spell?
Eldritch Smite.
I think you can
Expend a
just...
spell
Yeah,
slot
that
once
works.
per
If that
turn.
works like a
Once per turn.
paladin.
That's fine.
Oh,
It's slightly different.
yeah, because I think paladins can just smite until they're out of spell slots, right?
Well, there's two different versions. There's smiting spells that you precast and hit with,
Yeah,
then there's smite you can just do whenever, as long as you have.
Okay.
Ah, my turn. Oh, more acid damage. You said, Deft.
Yes, please.
You got your resist on?
Nope.
I'll have it. Boop, 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 boop. Here. Flash. And then for kill. Ooh, 26 reduced to 13. Good thing you guys are resistant.
Yep.
Okay. I really, really don't like this mean thing that just hit me. So I'm going to swing it Kale with my tail.
Hey, Deft.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you again. Don't hit my buddy.
So he whips the tail, hits Kale. Use your reaction.
Yeah.
And does that also mean the Guardian of Faith can act?
He is not moved.
Yeah, he's only triggered by movement. So if he tries to move, then yes.
Then he gets walloped by Bro.
Yep.
That's a miss.
Ooh.
Actually, no. I'm gonna use luck point. Screw that.
Yeah, screw that noise.
Nope.
Nice. Good try though. For trying to hit it, he will claw at you in the face.
Not my
Not
face.
the face.
33.
Ugh.
Oh, it's so pink.
I'm gonna
You are
have that
grappled
damage.
as the
No, I use
claw
damage.
jumps into him. You don't have a reaction.
You don't.
I have so many reactions.
And while it has you grappled, it's going to pull and it's going to shove its head. It's going to ram you.
Hold up. Take an 8.
An 8. What's your AC, Deft? With haste?
24?
Is it 24?
Yes. 22 base plus 2 from haste.
Then yeah, it misses by 2. It rolls at 22.
Yo, thank you.
So you go to swing, and all of a sudden, Solomon's eyes engage, and you can almost see it. It's about to happen, and you just happen to move out of the way of it. Very strange. As its bonus action, which it hasn't used yet because he was waiting, you watch as it just lets out almost like these barking sounds, and then ends its turn.
Lame.
Solomon.
Wall of fire the entrance now. And let's make some fun time echoes. It's 30 feet from me. Okay, cool. Can I create echoes on Brel?
Yeah, he's you can't interact with him. It's just like a spell that will smack down, so you can put anything in there or walk through it.
Yep, I will.
Just like standing underneath it right now too.
First echo will advance.
Sure.
I feel like I should apologize in advance for. Do I test out my new sword through my
You're
echo?
learning a lot of valuable lessons now before you go into the mountain, though, at least.
Yep. Yeah, I want to try my new sword out, unless you're not ready for it.
Sure. Roll a d100.
Okay. Oof, 71. Normal.
Use your standard 9 life stealer for now.
Okay. Oh, it should be at advantage.
Yes, it should be. 10 points, and then acid all around, so that echo dissipates.
Yep.
And then who gets acid? You get acid.
Some acid for you, and some for you.
You get acid. Okay. It's getting really hurt. Like, you just see these drops hitting the ground and acid dissolving everywhere.
Hey, Deft, you see another echo walk up beside you. You chose to be in the splash zone.
I sure did.
It's so close. That might be a head you don't want to take off.
Yeah. Splash again.
Splash, splash, splash.
I get these after a long or short rest. I get action surge after a short rest. I don't want action surge.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait a minute. Actually,
don't you have more attacks still, or no?
No, I do, but my echoes are dead.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm going to cast. I'm shooting a ray of frost at it.
Nice. This does not trigger acid damage. Unfortunately, it does miss. So it kind of refracts off its carpus.
Yep.
Good try, though. Anything else?
No, that is my turn.
Brindar's men can't really get in. They just are holding where they are. Burn!
Let's see.
This thing is invading your keep, your command.
It is time. So let me just bump this up real quick to got to add another D8 to this for the giant.
Be right back.
Is it 1d8 or 2d8?
So it's 2d8 thrown plus an additional d8 if it's giant.
Nice.
So
and then you get 2 tosses now too because you're a paladin.
Exactly. I get 2 tosses now.
Freaking sweet.
Unfortunately, I think that I can only actually. Can I add my? I can add my smite to each hit, can't I?
Yes, you can. If
If
you're
you
just using
wanna-
your standard smite.
If you want to use one of your like spell list ones, you have to prep that though.
Yeah, that's
all
okay.
of them are a bonus action.
Yeah, the nice part about your normal smite is you can wait until you see if you hit it. You don't have to pre-call shit. It's just like, yeah, I want to obliterate it.
Yeah. So let's hit this bad boy. I gave myself a 3d8 for the giant slayer. I need to actually add something to it. Not giant slayer. I just need to add a I'll do that at a later point. I just need to add an effect. Yeah, I just need to add a button that gives me an additional d8. Let's see.
All right, you're in the same boat, Kale's in. Kale has a Dragon Slayer longsword. He's been waiting to fight a dragon for a while now.
Right, Kalsto, did you decide if the throne counts for his radiant or not?
I didn't get a chance to look at. Let me see really quick. Oh yeah, I'll figure that one out.
Yeah, like if throwing a melee weapon counts as a melee strike.
Because of what it is. I'm gonna say no for now, but let me look at it. I forgot to look at that.
Then you should be good to drop damage then.
Whoo.
And
not resisted either.
Nope, not resisted. It does trigger acid though, so hold on. Let me give a little loving around.
That's okay. I don't care about that
acid
part.
for you.
I'm
acid
actually
for you.
I gave up fire immunity. I'm no longer immune to fire, but I am now immune to acid.
That's true.
That's from Tess, though.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, Tess.
You also have a very thick skin, though.
I do. I have a nice, healthy AC.
All right, last attack.
And you said I could or could not use my Divine Smite.
Oh, you can always use Divine Smite.
Before you roll damage, you just click what level you want to use and mark it
I just click to see what... Okay.
Yeah, so you can roll to attack and then apply it if you want to put it on any of those.
So see if you hit it first.
Oh,
beans.
Oh, not enough.
Seemingly learning from the first attack, it dodges out of the way of the hammer the second time. So red, too. So red.
I scream at him, "Die, you ugly son of a!" And then my 6 seconds are up.
Kale's just like sitting drenched with acid, looks back over at you, Deft. I guess I don't need to do these reckless.
I give him a slightly less enthusiastic thumbs up, also dressed as acid.
We need acid ponchos.
Yeah.
Ooh, just enough to hit.
Get him.
Right. So you watch as he goes and slashes through the back of it, and it just kind of like part of the leg collapses in and it falls inward. You guys do take the last bit of your acid damage. If I could find the damn things card. There it is. And it drops dead in the hallway, kind of melting into the stone. But you're out of combat.
Ori immediately turns around and tries to conjure up that wall. Being a bit unsuccessful. Look back. Are you two alright? She's gonna head over and take a peek out. See if anything is scaling the walls.
Roll a perception check as you look outside.
We'll magic that up a little bit.
It's clear.
Oh, I saw that slow roll. As you look out off in the distance, you do see smaller, not quite to this size, black objects kind of moving this way towards the ice. But it looks like maybe 3 or 4. Moving towards you, yeah. They're still a ways off, but they look like they're starting to head towards the entrance.
We got a few more coming in.
I step over the big thing. I clasp Kale's hand in mine. Muscular arms. smile at him. Nice,
Muscular.
nice fighting with you again. I'm thinking of that one GIF. Hold on.
From Predator,
Oh, no, I know.
like Schwarzenegger and the other
yeah.
guy.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Does anyone have a way to seal the gate?
Nope. All of our
no.
weird guys are on the bottom.
I know
Yep.
exactly what you're going for.
Predator.
You have
Oh,
19 level spellcasters here, people. You gotta have
So
some
my
sort.
hang on. My guardian doesn't fade for 8 hours. Can I move him up and he can become the new door? At least until he's done. Until
they
he's
can
dealt
walk
60
through it.
damage.
It's
Yeah, but
not
it's-
much of a door, but I'll allow it. So you just have it come to like stand in front of the gate.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up. Whoops. Sorry. I forgot that moving does that to you.
You can take them off now. We're out of combat.
Hang on.
how
Yeah,
far?
For now.
How
me
far
remove
out are
him for
those
just
little
a
ones that
second.
are approaching?
They're like maybe 300 feet out or so.
We have Tanya who can fabricate and probably use the raw materials to fix the door.
I'm gonna discourage them from approaching, and I'm gonna fireball the small group that's approaching.
Sure, you could probably hit half of them. They're not like all grouped up together. They're kind of running side by side. So you can hit like 2.
That's fine.
Yeah, so just launch one out there.
I'll just roll the damage, and the save is 19. Fireball.
All right, so you watch an explosion kind of out. It splits the group in half. That seems like it damages, it doesn't slow them down very much, though.
But yeah, door. That's Tanya with her fabrication.
Fabricate, cover it. Let's see. Let's see. Casting time 10 minutes.
Fire 10 minutes.
Anybody
Anybody have Wall of Force?
I don't think I can make anything that big.
Okay. What about
how big is
10-foot
this
cube.
door?
Or 8 5-foot cubes.
Yeah, I was supposed to, how big is this door?
5, 10, 15, 25. It's like 20 feet tall. 5, 10. I'm a couple of cubes short. We could do like a half door.
Yeah, you can cast it twice.
Let's see.
But will it be secure?
A wall of force? Unless their packet disintegrates.
Well, I'd be making that a material. So I could take the broken
creation. He's
stone.
looking at creation.
Yeah, we don't have a wall of force.
Fabricate, not creation.
Oh, fabricate,
That's actually a good question. Do we have a wall of force?
Do you see Leah?
No, but I see another currently very capable wizard.
You could always ask.
Thea, do you have something that can plug the door?
Also, why is your brother so quiet?
Should I be making noise?
Well, do you have anything that can seal up the door, buddy?
No, or I would have done it.
He has a temporary wall he could do, but it won't last the entire time.
I'm gonna come into a room and extinguish any lights. I'm going to generate till they get here.
All right, so Tanya's going to work on doing half the door and half the door. So it'll take Tanya a total of 20 minutes to repair the door. What are you doing with the lights off, Deft?
I'm regenerating.
Regenerating.
Gonna quickly reposition back up to this point so she can help, or she can launch attacks out as they approach.
There you go. Kale will stand out by this thing until it's sealed. Are you standing outside or inside, Baron?
I'm going to stand.
Well, actually, this is probably a good spot for you because he's They can run through him, and we can hold it here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stand right here behind the this giant golden Brel. And I'm gonna just how far away did you say the void spawn were?
They were at 300, they're probably like 200 at this point.
Ah man, I don't think I have any. Do I have anything that can hit that far?
I don't think you have any ranged spells.
I don't really think that I have much.
You could certainly try some, and that'd actually be really damn funny.
Let's see. That's 90.
Yeah.
No, that's 90.
Here you go.
No. That's
Oh
30.
no, what'd you do?
Either really good or really bad.
Kale and Baron are just like psyching each other up, like, you ready for this? You ready for this? Who's gonna hold the door? Who's gonna hold the door?
I'm gonna hold the door.
You watch the crumbled parts of the door begin to revert back up and reform until there's a door to the side. And like, you ready? You ready? Here, and then they turn and the door is sealed.
The door is. You mean behind us?
Yeah, the door is fully repaired. It has a little bit of acid damage, but all the rest of it is kind of reformed.
Ow. I'm going to avoid the big guy's acid pool. Ow.
Solomon, you get a little bit dizzy for a second. You
I'm using the wall to, I'm using the wall to hold myself up.
Was that wasn't you, was it?
His eyes are blue with that rune on his forehead with the other eye.
What the hell? It was you.
I knock on the door.
It crumbles.
That would be the best. I will say, and Ari is the only one who gets a show. You watch outside as this divine conjuration of Baron puts in what to get 3-4 strikes. It's like 20 each.
Yeah.
Yep.
In total. You just watch as, because there are 4 of them. It's not enough to kill them, but it strikes each of these smaller creatures as they come in, and they kind of scamper off back out into the snow.
Oh, as they're coming in, I'm going to be throwing firebolts at them too.
That's fine. So you can like pelt them with a firebolt, and this thing just smacks them, and they eventually just run back the other way.
I think Solomon's just going to sit down here.
Nice.
And when you get back to hell, tell them that Brel sent ya.
She'll send a message to. She only knows where Baron and Kale are, so she'll send it to Baron.
They're retreating.
Players trying to remember the guy who went into this cellar. What was his name again?
Edward.
You cut out for me.
Edward.
Edward. Yeah.
Edward went down.
I didn't catch that last part, Ari. What?
Edward went down into the basement with some of the others.
Well, it sounds like we might need to reinforce them then. I will knock on the door and wait patiently. However, I am tapping my foot while whoever needs to open the door from the other side opens the door.
Oh, I thought you guys were on the inside.
We are on the inside.
Oh, we are on the inside.
Yeah. We were getting psyched up, and we realized we looked back at the door and it was made. We're not stuck outside. We're still inside.
Okay, never mind.
We could just hear your conjuration fighting outside.
Oh, okay. I thought we were outside. Never mind.
When you get the chance, can you send a second up here? I'm gonna keep watch.
I'm gonna go back over to the dwarves, and I'm going to say, "Good job, boys. We sure showed them, didn't we?"
Yeah!
And they're all cheering. All right, don't give up your vigilance. Everybody, take up defensive positions and hold. And then I'm gonna look at Thorkel. Thorkel, you're in charge up here. You and you. Wait, where's the fourth? Hang on, where'd the fourth group go?
They're down below.
They're down.
There's 3 up top.
2.
One's guarding the gate. One's with Patrick and Edward.
That's right. Thorkel, you're in charge. I'm going down below to make sure that everyone's okay down there.
All right, sir.
And I'll turn to everyone else. Who's with me? I'm addressing this to the party.
Yeah, I'll come with.
And Thorkel,
Do I need to recharge?
I'm fine.
Thorkel, send some reinforcements over to Miss Candlebright's position. She's got a great view of the outside over there.
All right, sir. We'll be ready if they come back. All right, so they all get in top gear and start getting ready for action. You begin heading downward before we end tonight, because it is fairly late. Patrick, let's see. Do we have anyone we can pick on for us, or do we have to? Oh, we do have people we can pick on. If someone in chat wants to roll a D100, we need to see how this interaction for Patrick and Edward and their team goes before we end. If you roll really high, they'll be super happy.
Yeah.
Oh, 34. You guys are lucky. So, as you guys are kind of sealing some of these tunnels and going through the caverns, you come upon something, Patrick.
Okay.
You see like this creature that's kind of bent over and eating some sort of creature from the caves down here. Like, not necessarily an Underdark creature, but kind of between that and standard cave levels. And it's just sitting there eating it, kind of kneeled over it.
Is it eating a void spawn?
No, it's not eating a void spawn, but you kind of get a little bit of a look of it. It doesn't seem like it's seen you and Edward quite yet. Your little HUD display pops up. You're not sure what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It looks, the creature itself kind of looks like a void spawn, but it looks like it's half human, half void spawn.
Oh.
And it's just like munching on this smaller creature it caught.
Is there any file data, or did I just get a pop-up?
It's an unknown. Like you get a view just because it's there and your sensors can pick it up. Mm-hmm. Like what it looks like. It's smaller, but it's bigger than like your standard medium-sized human. But it has definite void spawn like elements to it. Its skin is darker and black. It has the armor plating on some of it, but several of its features are more human-like.
Edward,
what the hell is that?
How good are you in tight spaces?
Tight spaces. I manage.
All right. He's gonna grab onto Edward. I'm gonna pull him with me. I'm gonna rush on this thing and cube it and sick Edward on him.
Oh, we're putting it in the cube with us?
Yes. we can't let this thing run away. We need to kill it and figure it out.
All right. So as you rush up, you cube it. You guys get sealed on the center. You kind of reach to the side of it. It turns towards you and it yells, "Mine!" And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Yeah, we want to seal its food so bad, man.
Thank you for running, sir. Thank you, everyone who joined us tonight. As far as I know, at the moment, we will be here tomorrow night for Brandon's game unless something else comes up. And hang on through the credits, and I'll find us someone to raid. If you want to catch up on any of the replays or anything you missed, you can do that on YouTube, Rumble. Either of those would be great to have some follows and subscribes. Otherwise, have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.